Like I was telling Fogi, that 2014 Kifaru is an episode on its own.
Haya, ujambo.
Sijambo.
Highlight of your week.
Hiyo ndio tunaanza. Inaanza hivyo. Tunapendana.
Kwa sababu history ya introduction. Kama hujui mse, please tuachana na Tito Oduk amechezea mean machine. Sijui umechezea tuanze na according to alianza na Alliance. Kuja mean machine. Mwamba first, alafu kenda mean machine. Alafu katoka Mwamba kaenda Queens. After hiyo ukakuwa player coach Strathmore.
Garudi
Mwamba. Alafu
Mwamba.
Haya, highlight of your week.
Highlight obviously Blues beating Crusaders is always a good thing. This is the highlight of the week. Do you have a Crusaders? So Blues winning anytime is a good news. Yeah, it makes the week very good. England losing is beautiful.
It's better. Fantastic. To Italy especially.
Yeah, it's
pizza beating tea.
I mean, it's good to see some of my friends very sad.
Yeah. Especially Ashi,
Eddie,
Dan Kipto. Eddie is an England fan. No wonder.
He thinks he's from there. That pigments beg to differ, but yeah.
Yangu, for the first time ever, sikuwa FUN, nilikuwa FAN wa rally. Niliwatch rugby mse hapa anajua rally mzee. Aliniambia, "Watch to your service base, you service pass." Sijui, sasa kama 100. My guy watched videos on YouTube. I was in a rabbit hole. Hey, and then there's a thing called that fish. Calling you guy, you're my hero, man. Oh my God. The rally is very important to this country. Hey, your ecosystem
it sustains
the invasion for at least 7 months. Plus watu wanaenda kuona autographs ni siku hiyo pata watu kwenda kuona gari nini siku waiona. Siku nimeona pata service park. Siku nimeona part but this rally has to stay. I don't know what they're going to do, and then the East African rally, classic rally has to match up. So if you're running the East African rally, please just get the old guys back and let's market it. We are here.
Haya. Yango. Si ndio ina nini na toast. Unajua episode ni full, I've come full circle. Tito ndo alikuwa mtu wa first ndio alikataja juu ya nini? Juu ya Legends Chronicles. Back in 2013. 13.
It was
13. Nilikuwa after Mshinda Enterprise.
No, it was 2012.
12, yes.
Yeye alikwambia.
Yeye ndio mtu wa first Legend Chronicles.
Gone TV.
Yeah.
This is the chats za Gmail. Chats. Nilamwambia hii kitu naona inafaa ikuwe hata TV show. Yeah, let's think about it. And niliona he was a bit scared to think.
Mtema alikuwa mkonda angeonekana.
Yeah, but he needed an alliance guy to lift him up. Look at him now. God bless Alliance.
Aya Tito, how did you start this game? Just is tumeanza na viajo. Hii game ulianzaje?
I was introduced to rugby by my mom.
This is a first. The first time.
And before I even get to that, my mom is the worst rugby heckler. Hi mom, Mrs. Oduk. We acknowledge you. She's the worst Springbok fan. You think you're bad?
Very nice.
You think you're bad? I watched again with my mom in Shards, watching Springboks play versus All Blacks, and I regretted paying for DSTV.
You got more cable.
You can't banter back to your mom full.
Kuna mwali, wewe ndio baba kwa wewe.
Wewe unataka but also unapigwa. So unasema nini?
Na utapigwa.
Ni shida. Yeah, so my mom's a teacher. She taught in Lenana.
So aren't you lucky?
So in the early 80s, still a toddler-ish. She was around 4 or 5 years old when she moved to Lenana, and So seeing some weird sport with a funny shaped ball. I'm wondering what the hell is this? Because all my life up till then, I'd only seen football on TV. Yeah. So, her being a house mistress, well, my mom knows the rules of rugby.
Yes,
She used to ref games, inter-house games.
She adapted to rugby from when she got to Lenana.
My mom also went to Alliance, first of all, those who don't know.
Oh, sorry, hey.
For those who don't know, my mom went to Alliance and she was a hockey superstar. Because that, where life went, those days you are not pushed too hard to become an international, but given how she used to chase me as a kid, I have a feeling she's the better athlete of those wins were crazy. I try and describe her to my younger siblings and they think I'm talking about a ghost or something. They've seen a very different mom from where I saw. Yeah. So she was a teacher in Lenana. She was a house mistress, or she was, I think it was Kerry Francis, yeah. So she dragged me along. And that was my intro to rugby. So started following and started getting interested. It was Lenana was then, and I insisted then a rugby powerhouse.
Then,
so, and I think my first rugby idol was the late Jimmy Wako.
Jimmy Wako?
Yes, that was my first rugby hero. He was my friend, and for some reason he used to call me George. I don't know why. I think I told you I was in St. George's then.
Yes.
He had a name George. For the time he was in Lenana, whilst my mom was a teacher there, he used to call me George.
George.
Immediately after classes then and rugby is going on, I'd look for him. I knew the house he was in. It was right next to the rugby, that big rugby pitch in Lenana, the house right next to it. So we'd go to his cube, he'd give me cake, he'd give me meal. So it would have better food than what we had in the house.
A student is giving you better
but those days, the school food was way better. Those guys used to have sausages, and then you are going back to the house. It's a bit hard having sweet potatoes and mala. Yeah, it's a bit tricky. So yeah, so I got into problems with my mom one day, but that's a story for another day. But he was my very good friend, and so following him around, I got interested in rugby, but I was still a soccer player. I remember watching the 86 World Cup with my dad, and I was still young. Don't say damn.
He did. Don't say damn.
I can remember it a bit. I was about 7 years old. Thereabouts, yeah. So I remember watching it with my dad. It's still in Lenana. There was a time Maradona was the guy.
Hand of God.
Hand of God. Those are things I watched live. So I remember them.
Beautiful football. Violent and
when defenders were defenders. Yeah. Then when she transferred, I stuck to football up until so through primary. The rest of my private school, I was a soccer player, and then I joined Alliance Form 1, and that's another story because Togi, you're about to get very mad at me.
Hey, please tell me that
I had chosen Nairobi School.
Hey, and then what happened?
I chose Nairobi School, and I was told that you have chosen a safe choice. Index 1s and 2s do not choose Nairobi School. They choose Alliance. The teachers marched straight to my mom and dad and told them there is no way.
So already you're Index 1?
Yeah. So Index 1.
That's my
Index 1 and 2 have to choose Alliance.
Alliance, someone's Starehe.
Yeah, at the very least, Starehe. Yeah.
We thought God opened us Starehe. I told you who happens.
At the day, there's no way I was going to Starehe. No way.
Petrol station?
No way. There's no way. So, having chosen Patch, first of all, because the then principal Owor had come from Lenana. So he knew that even if KCP takes me, I'll be okay. I know what so I was told either way, you still know the guy. So even if KCP takes you this way, which is unlikely, but if he takes you this way, you'll still go to party if you miss out on. So I would have been teammates to Saj. Ningekuwa na kida Saj, Muse, Roger.
Angepigana hapo. Angesimamisha bile.
Bile is my rela, so that's the story.
Barcelona is George Mbaye Bile sasa hata Mbaye ni relative wako
is my rela through my wife is my rela.
Everybody personality related.
So having joined Alliance obviously then I joined it and I was still very interested in football. I think I was the first from one in my class to play for the school. I think by second time even.
to play rugby for the school.
To play football. Yeah. I was an absolute star. Yeah. Football. Yeah. That was like 60 kgs ago. And I was a lefty, and lefties are rare. So already you have a position just by virtue of 11. Then having the ball control and coordination I had, it was easy because most people are right-footed, so they expect you to go a certain way. So I was always going the other way, and they're like, "What the hell is that?" So then I realized, hey, soccer, to get to nationals and even get to one national team, it's a bit tricky. Yeah. Because I think we used to be eliminated in locational zones.
Divisionals.
Central. No, I don't think we go to division. Central. We always play football in Central. Our first game is against Kikurude. That's it. Soccer guys had the culture wasn't very good because being a Form 1 and you're in the team, you go for a game, maybe you come back to school late, you still miss food. I'm like, I'm a starter. So I'm a Form 1, but I started. How am I missing food? All these Form 4s elbowing me out of the way. Sure, food, I'm missing food. So, but also then basketball was big. And I became very good at it.
Basketball also?
Basketball. So, so actually my final choice for sport was between basketball and rugby. But I realized my grandma played around with those Oduk jeans because the average Oduk is around 6'6". Like my grandma being 5'1", with dominant jeans, and I'm named after her. I only go to 5'11" and a half. So I have to put on shoes 6'1". Now I'm in my sneakers, like
on heels, man.
I'm 6.5. Yeah. So I have cousins who are 6'8" and just sit around.
They're sitting around like in the small chair.
I even used to tell my good friend Humphrey, and he came for my late dad's funeral. I was telling him, you think you're very tall. One day you'll come visit my church and you realize you're not all that.
Wait, they're taller than tall?
Yeah. He came to my church during my dad's funeral and he was, their guys, aunties, not uncle. Aunties were like,
it's confirmed. Who said you were South Sudan?
Yeah?
Confirmed. Kuna auntie yako 6'6".
My auntie Pauline is like 6'4", 6'5". And on both sides. So even my 13-year-old daughter is already 5'11".
Yes,
5'11". And
she's taller than Pogi.
And I suspect she's taller, but she has this habit of slouching. Whenever I'm near her, she slouches so that when she's just random in the house, I realize
He's a tall human.
Huge human being. Yeah. So it was a choice. Oh yeah, and then also playing hockey.
Tito, when were you studying? I mean, how are you in the squad? Already I said on the ball, back. Sijui hockey.
Hockey I was taken straight to hockey. I was a goalie and I was straight. Like after my first session, I was straight school.
Into the school team.
And I'm like, but I really don't like this. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, but I don't like this sport. In my head, I also said, I want a sport I can dominate, and realized that good as I might be in basketball, there was a ceiling. So, like I could not progress to the next level. So I said, which is the sport I can really dominate these guys?
When you say dominate, you mean doesn't kijana go from one? You don't dominate. He dominate. You not using the right word. You mean heart?
No. Just be the top dog. Like I am sitting on top of the hill. Akiamka hii shule. Anaweza cheza hii game kudishinda.
Na mtu ako from one.
Let me try rugby.
Hiyo shule yako anabuliwa. You have too much time.
Alliance was a very balanced place. Time for sports was time for sports. And you were exposed to everything. I realized athletics also wasn't my thing. So, you were running a lap around the field.
Running around the field for too long.
I tried doing triple jump one day. I didn't even get to the sand. But during my practice runs, I was doing it. Now when the cameras were on me, after that last plate, I learned, damn, the sand was still there. And then now you see the sand now is when the measurements start. So after sikufika the sand, the sand dish itself did not start. DNS, disqualified. You have to hang your head down in shame. It's a very rugby labda itaweza. So one day as a Form 1, with the lower field, you know of that great field of ours. Properly green field.
Because of
the new captain was a guy called Kivash, Kitone Emmanuel. So he was there running around, playing the rugby ball. And I was just there as a Form 1 idling. I was looking at that point, I think our posts were still wooden. And you've been thrown far, like to get from my house, Francis' house to the pitch. I think it was a nice 1.5-2 kilometer walk. So naturally you are fit.
Naturally already you are warmed up.
You've done a bronco from your house, you run from your house to the rugby pitch. You've done 1.2 kilometers. You've done a full bronco. Uko sawa. So I just started putting the ball on the ground and kicking it, and it's all going over the post. And kick again, it goes over the post. Kick again, it goes over the post. Guy looks at me, have you ever tried this before? I'm like, no, I just see guys do it. So I'm just doing what I see guys do. I just put it on the ground. Those days there were no tees. And there was a proper old leather ball. The one that used to absorb all the moisture. So you can start the game
with a string.
With a ball at 500 grams. By half time the ball weighs 2 kilos. And that's before you talk about the kit. So I'm kicking. He says, Form 1, you look like you can play rugby. Come for training. I come for training, and that was third term of Form 1. And you go for training, they were doing the tryouts for the new team. So the Form 4s, the Form 3s and 2s then, because they were the incoming Form 4s, being the clever guys that they are. Before training, everyone does kicks. So they've looked, they've seen the sole Form 1 there. Said, you go stand behind the post.
Go catch the ball.
So you catch the ball behind the post. So they're practicing their kicks. But they're not realizing that I am drop kicking it back to them. So I'm actually putting in more practice than them. More practice than them. So as somebody had to go tell the soccer captain that I think we and your team, we're done. I'm no longer playing football. I am taking my talents to rugby. Had the punishment. What?
You were punished for?
I was punished for. I remember the guy was called Nyamari. I hope he's watching me now. Wherever he is in the world. I told you I won't hold back on guys. I told you I won't hold back. So that America really punished me. He was mad at me. How do you leave football? You have so much potential. I'm like, first of all, I missed food.
What was potential? You're losing to Kikuyude.
And I'm missing out on food.
Yeah.
Rugby guys, I always got food. So
food was a very big factor.
It was a big factor switching to rugby. The culture already then was showing me
food is there.
that rugby was a better fit for me culturally than football, given how guys interacted. So from 2, I formally joined the team, started attending all practices.
You joined from 2 when you played your first game, or?
Yeah, so from 2 I played my first game, but then I'm still, basketball is still, is also still
on the sidelines.
So not really sidelines, because we played in different
first term basketball.
Yeah, so I could play for basketball first term, rugby second term. So I remember we were having a friendly against Patch. So me, I'm excited. I'm going to watch a game. Lions versus Patch. Patch are coming.
You're going to watch?
I'm going to watch. So we used to meet in the bio labs. There was a lecture hall. Each science had the labs and then the lecture hall. The lecture hall. So in the lecture hall, the biology one was on the ground floor. So the captain would go and write the team. So by the time we were checking in from lunch, we are playing patch at 4 p.m. I'd see my name.
What position?
Hooker. First of all, my first question: what is a hooker? Who does a hooker do?
That shows your size.
Yeah. I was tiny. You know, hookers then were. The hooker was the tiniest guy. Go hook the ball. Go hook the ball. You've not even been. You've not been in a scrum your entire life. I said, okay. So from there, it's just nerves. I'm going to play a rugby game 4 days school. My classmates are excited. I'm terrified. What the hell is happening here? So the game starts. Somehow it was a rainy day. Most of my memorable games are in high school. It's always raining and I'm always getting whooped.
Central. Yeah.
So I play against Patch. Patch has brought their full team. They have this attitude against Alliance.
This is 94.
This is 94.
So you're playing against Kina Humphrey Obama.
So you're playing against Obondi.
Obong senior.
Obondi is the senior.
Obondi has looked at her all and said, fuck. Before kickoff, I'm going to teach you rugby. Fast scrum. Then I nearly broke my neck. I didn't know where to place my head. I felt my leg compressed and some bile come up. I felt some very bitter taste. Maybe my first rugby game would have been my last. When I look at it, very easily would have been my last ever rugby game. I felt some bile. And from there, I was just walking around the pitch in dread. Like, he gave me this. They called the next scrum down. I don't know how I stole the ball. The Pacherians were few. Do you know I almost apologized?
Guys, Poleni.
Sorry.
Oops, okay, guys, I didn't mean to do that.
Oops, the ball came out on our side. And
Your football skills just showed up.
We're going to kill you guys. We're going to kill you guys. Don't do that again.
So
by the time the game was over, I think we had been beaten 28-0.
Like
I think we scored 1 try. It was 28-7. I went, I handed over my top. It was a brown top. It had absorbed all rain. It weighed now 10 kilos. So at least by then I crossed 60 kilos. That top plus me. 60. It may be 60. And I went back for prep really thinking about my life choices. I think maybe football is not so bad.
At least I'm in it.
But now I'm also from 2, so I can be the one making people miss their meals.
I can elbow my
way and make a few people miss their meals. So also now I continue training. Rugby as a guild. Somehow I found myself, but obviously I was axed immediately. So a few more friendly games, I was told, no, we don't see you as a forward. And I said, I also don't see.
I agree.
I agree. Yeah, the weighing scale agrees with me. I was looking at those Pacherians, looking at Kina Ngaine. Those guys were over 100 kilos. They're like thrice my size in high school. So I'm like, I agree. But, we'll try you out at wing, whatever.
It was always the wing, eh?
Yeah, you're thrown there because there are minimal ball contacts, minimal mistakes.
Catch it and run away.
If you catch it, you can run. That's what playing as a winger in high school. Somehow, after a few games, I was named again. But this time I was named to start at wing. As a Form 2.
14 or 11.
Was there a difference in that?
No, in high school it was called blind wing.
Blind wing.
I was named at blind wing.
You are defending.
You're always on the short side. So wingers kept on swapping. The scrum is on this side. Blind wing comes to this side. So I was put at blind wing.
Defending everything. Number 8 picks, the flankers lala, you are the one.
You're the guy. Hey. So I said, here, another chance to embarrass myself on a rugby pitch. When I wrote the Form 4, there's a Form 4 then, is Arnold.
Airo.
It's Hero, but somehow it changes.
No, you see, because he started twanging after that. Somehow
I remember Tito,
morphed into.
I remember Mr. Tago in high school saying, you are not Arnold Airo, you are Arnold Hero. Which means smoke is real. So
he's gonna watch this thing.
Let Airo watch it. That is I'm bigger than him.
From Johnny.
So Airo told me, yeah, American action is mouth. Yeah, you have to find yourself where the action is. If you want to enjoy this part, or find yourself in the action. My last outing wasn't so good. So, Tito, I'm telling you, Tito. Just find yourself in the action. Look for where the action is and get in there. You love this part. You love this part. I think he used to score 100 in French and 0 in Kiswahili. He can swim. So, and he was a very good. He's a very good guy. He knew how to handle young players coming through, and I'm grateful for that.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, no, he meant a big role. He told me a thing. So at some point in the game, I've just been bangaiza. But then we were 2 Form 2s. My guy George Kinuti on the other wing, and I'm on the other.
So the wingers were Form 2.
Well, the wingers were Form 2s. But George Kinuti had started rugby a bit earlier, so he was a bit developed. So he had made a few good touches, and. For some reason, I was the people's champion.
When you the whole school,
the whole Form 2 is,
Tito, by
the time you're leaving this place, you are the guy. You have to be the guy. So you're already watching your guy shining on that other wing.
Like, yangu
inakuja sangapi. Then something random, very random happened, and the Nigerians in their wisdom kicked the ball straight to me.
It's here.
It's here?
I caught it.
I caught it. Okay, so what do you do when you catch it?
Run
away. See a huge guy. Move away from me. See another big guy coming to kill you. Step away from me. You realize when you accelerate, they go further back.
Like I'm going.
I'm going.
And the wind
is the wind somewhere. Because it's survival now. Adrenaline has checked.
Yeah. The first guys are not after.
Through center post. Oh my God! I think I almost forgot to score the try.
Forrest Gump.
Well, I'm relieved. I can no longer be tackled. Put it down.
Okay.
Put the ball down.
Then you're wondering where guys are cheering.
Guys are cheering. Then you like all your Form 2s who had come there are cheering you like.
Bendogi.
Finally,
to the people. To the people.
I'm on the throne.
I told you.
I told you guys.
Those who are doubting me, I told you.
With your 52 kilos.
I think then by second term of Form 2 I'd hit 60 kilos. There was a growth spurt in between where I moved even from 5'2" to around 5'6". So I lengthened a bit. So So after that, I realized there's a way I can dominate this sport.
This is a sport for me.
This is a sport for me, but basketball also is still there. Because for some reason also during that growth spurt and I was a bit explosive, I could touch that ring.
Hey, so you had
So I had hops. So like by Form 3 I could dunk a basketball. So like, I think these kilos really bogged me down. So the final decision was made in Form 3. No, story Meshika. And it's chronological, and remember.
Don't worry, Tito. Matol looks for a reason to drink on this show.
Libation.
Yeah.
It's good for the
Yeah, so went into Form 3. Now I'm a certified starter.
Still at the wing or?
Now I'm the fullback. Now I've decided. I was told the worst guy in the back line is the fullback. Because first of all, with the fullback, that means you are as quick as the wingers. But secondly, no one wants to run into you. I was a bad guy. I could hit you. I was just starting to develop a bit of kiburi. Then it was starting to check in. I'm the guy. So somehow we got promoted because Patch was banned and whatever. That's the year. 2 teams were taken up to Prescott. So Apa and Alliance
Prescott
were taken up to Prescott. So first game, Hillcrest at home at Alliance. So I don't know who tells African kids, especially Kenyan kids, you're from poor backgrounds with poor diets, that you're stronger than a white kid who eats 5 square meals a day. You know,
there's a proper diet.
Unajua umekula ugali ya 0 calories.
So that Independence Day.
Is that story?
Malkit Singh later.
You're stronger. Those kids, they've been so fly. They've been eating sandwiches.
Popcorn.
Oh, they're having popcorn on their ears.
Kizungu
mingi. So you're like, okay, Hillcrest is not a bad team to kick off your
Prescott
and now officially you are a starter. You're not in and out of the team. So we warmed up the hill, Uko. Then we used to Teronka down
to the crest,
down to the pitch, which Mato claims had cow down. But they had great cattle. That's something like that.
Also, it was next to the girls' school. I don't know how you guys. Anyway, carry on.
So so we've Teronka downhill. We sang anthems. We sing some kids and like.
Did Hillcrest have an anthem? They didn't sing anything.
No. Those white boys.
They just waited for you guys. Have
you talking Yehudis? Just walked in looking at us like, we are here to teach the natives.
And they the natives from their cars.
The car was parked a bit far. You couldn't drive onto it. So it's parked like 500 meters from the pitch. So they jogged in and I'm like, hey, they look healthy.
Did they look?
Then I'm seeing some huge black kid. Turns out he's the former KRU president, chairman, George Karaoke. He was Joseph. That's the first time I saw proper rugby boots. That time us guys are buying some Adidas these that have short straps. And you've had to borrow them from the soccer guys. Some were used in 1986.
Some of them are still surviving.
Years later.
Some hand-me-downs. Even the kit was a hand-me-down, I think, from 1985. So the kit has been used for almost 10 years. It's a brown,
it's a brown thing,
cotton, blankety like kit. With a white sleeve. That kit was legendary. And they were never 15, so there was also an orange one.
There was a brown, 14 brown shirt.
So there were 13 brown ones, and then there were like 2 orange ones. So if you were not chap, you get the orange one. So I made sure that I had to get a brown one that absorbs all the moisture from the atmosphere.
It brings in nature.
It brings in nature. The rugby ball is still the good old leather ball. Well, I'm looking at that kid warm up. I didn't know then that he was a rich kid. The studs are this long.
Proper studs.
Canterbury boots. I have never forgotten. CCC, whatever. Polished. Proper. The guy looks healthy. He's huge. He's like 6'3", 6'4". He's way over 100 kilos.
Yeah. In high school.
I'm looking at this guy. Okay. Watch him kick off. Anyway, they are still soft anyway.
Yeah, but they were soft.
We kicked off. Rather, I kicked off.
You kicked off.
And in my brilliance, I kicked off straight to him. Jesus Christ. That guy returned the ball. He ran it back. That rugby league of running it from the back fence.
What's that Australian number?
But that return, if you're a fan of NRL and you watch their kickoffs, the way Pain has to return the ball. Or this crazy guy, Spencer Leniu.
Yes.
Go look at Spencer Leniu. The way they literally stand outside of the pitch at the stands. So you kick off, the halfback Shikas. That guy started.
He's already coming.
He Peters the try box. He's here the ball. Straight. That's why this silly sport called run it straight has come. He ran it straight. And you know, at times people think I'm lying. That guy's boots, the studs was going so because it had rained. The pitch was wet. They were going in and coming up with the ground. So I think as a car ever pitted you like with muddy tires and it's mud. That guy was running. I just think clods, mud. The first flanker who figured it was launched into outer space. I think by the time we stopped him, he was on our 5 yards. We don't even know what a quick rack is there under our post. Straight time. Wait. 50 seconds into the game.
You're already under the
post. My guys here. Where's the tenor? My guys know. The guy did it again. And again. His 8-man picks. As somebody was looking at him like, are we brothers?
We are one.
What point are you making to this white boy? You're one of us.
We are one.
What point is this you're playing so hard? We have to pick. Do that. I think I kicked one penalty from halfway. The game ended 32-3. The worst was yet to come. Things are coming.
Come on.
The next Wednesday.
St. Mary's.
It's St. Mary's at Alliance. First of all, they're all 40-year-olds.
They're from Sixes.
Yeah. They're from Sixes. It's Polo
they're all playing for Queens.
It's Majembe playing for Queens. Oscar Radoni playing for Queens.
You're saying Majembe is playing Saturday Kenya Cup?
Yes. No.
95 was ESS.
Yeah, 95 was ESS with Oscar Radoni.
He was playing.
So both centers. Radoli is 100 kilograms. Majembe is around 110.
190. That girl.
190.
That's the first time in my life I knew what a stool is. Because he just ran straight and I'm like, hey, if you hear fullback, let me plant this guy.
Hey. Went there.
Majembe just did this. And there was no malice.
It was just
like you're brushing off some fly.
Like a fly.
The Majembe. Just in the sky. Well, things are thick. You're going for a line out. Saints has 4 guys who are 6'5" and above.
Hey,
Uganda.
There's Owiro, Steve Owiro. There's Christian Omoy. Omoy, I think he was 6'9".
Nice. He
was Peter Notti's height.
Okay. when you are at that point, you are about 5'6".
Yeah.
They all look 7 foot.
Not 7 foot.
God is not. God. But you're told.
So there's a guy called Kimba.
Yeah. Big boy.
Big
One
boy.
carry.
But do you know we got a line out in our 5 years? Our throw-in, I think I tackled, this is Nantulia, also a 6'4" winger. So I tackled the guy out to touch on our 5 years. Just stamping.
Hey.
Our line out throwing. The tallest guy in your line, I think, is 6'1". The rest are 5'10".
5'10" man.
Was there boosting then?
There was no boosting. Then it was a free jump.
It was jumping.
Free jump. Ball in Arusha, if one hand. You are not allowed to throw it in like this.
One hand.
It was a one-hand throw.
And then, Kinyanganyiro.
Nani ball ya 50 kilos.
I know that Kimba, who to date, I still believe he was like 6'6". At that point. We rushed at that line out. I swear to God. Kimba caught that ball straight in the air and fell like this over our try line. And all, by the entire forward pack is standing.
So he caught it.
He caught it.
Literally fell.
And just fell.
He didn't even move.
He was over the try line.
I think that guy was 8 meters now.
I don't know what happened, but he just fell. And it was over a try line, and we were all looking like clowns. Well, this game has levels to it. But now that I say that, I remember the previous year when we were playing Damupevu. We were supposed to play a game that was postponed. We got there late. It was a game in Saints. So at that point I had been told, Saints has guys called Alois. Saints has guys called
the Mbecheman. Speedy.
So we figured Saints it was late. But Saints guys had stayed to watch our game against Apa. It was the game to decide who was going to Prescott in '94. And I remember walking next to Kina Lois. That big number 8. No. Was it called George Kashiwa or something? There was a big number 8. All I remember is my captain. 94. So I remember Lois was there.
Julia.
And I remember that time it was Speedy.
Speedy was a wing. I don't know.
No, but there was also a big. No, he was not Aloysius, bro.
Not Ndiri?
No, it wasn't Ndiri. But I know they had some guys who were
proper units
that were playing for Machine and playing for Saints part-time.
Christian was also a Machine.
Yeah, Christian was also there.
And you were playing for Machine and then Saints part-time.
So at that point, they was for 2 years, 6 months. So Kanyi Gitonga was then the vice captain. And he knew he was a cool kid, so he knew all these kids Alois. So I remember Kanyi was walking next to Alois as they're figuring stories.
Yeah.
And Kanyi is figuring Alois here. And to me, I'm figuring Kanyi
here.
So now I'm asking myself, how big is that human?
Who is that guy?
Who is that guy? So like, how are we even supposed to stop this? How are we even playing the same sport?
Is this?
Man, it was crazy. So anyway, you realize, you are growing, you hit your growth spurt. So by Form 4, you're reasonably sized, you've dropped basketball and the rest, so it's just rugby. So I remember playing against Patch a couple of times. The other time I got to know Kina Muse, Kina Saj and whatnot. In your head you're saying, very easily we would have been on the same side. What if? Sorry, I didn't tell you. Mitch Ojole and I grew up in Lenana. His mom was a school nurse. So
you grew up?
So I grew up with Mitch. Mitch is my age mate. So as kids, we go to Naoshwa. Where the games end, up on the Naoshwa. If we maliza the game up on next to the sanatorium.
Up on the sanatorium.
So we to Naoshwa kwa kina Mitch. I am dispatched to our house. If the games ended at our house. Mitch anatumwa kwao. Yeah, so I don't think Mitch and I had met from around 87, so we've not seen each other for long.
It was
some 8 years. So when I met him, I could remember. I was like,
I know you. Hey.
Mitch is Terry. I
know this.
I don't know you. Mitch didn't know me. Go ask your mom who you are. So he goes. Then we meet like a week later in some tournament. Like, I remember you.
Hey.
You're that guy.
Yeah,
but we had grown. So
yeah.
An 8-year-old and 18.
Now 17, 16, 17-year-old.
You've grown. So,
yeah,
so we reignited our friendship and Mitch and I have been close, very close today.
So what was your...
Yeah, the highlights ashatupatia zote za.
I know your favorite winning highlight. Zote ziko kupigwa.
Yes.
There is winning.
Yes, there is. There are many highlights. Winning, it's just that the human brain has conditioned. You tend to remember the traumatic event.
The winning, yeah.
Trauma cells, even bad news cells. When you say there was a fire here, people are more interested than when you say.
Better to say there was a fire.
There was a Christmas party in Musongari. No one is interested. But when you say there was a fire in Musongari, so I think my first notable victory, obviously, is that game against Lenana where I realized I can play. Yeah. I can play this game. Then there was a game at the Blackrock. This is what Alliance versus Hillcrest. You know, in our hands, Hillcrest had set the standard in my brain.
Already,
because that was the first proper kichapo you have ever received in your life.
Jose has already in me.
So, but Jose has graduated, fortunately. But the team is still intact. Those guys attacked us. Blackrock. I think the game used to be 10 minutes.
Yeah, 10 minutes each way.
20 minutes.
Yeah.
I think they attacked us for 19 minutes and 30 seconds.
The only time you had
30 seconds. Kick off.
Tulipata intercept.
Moja.
Center position 7-0. You guy.
Backpedaling.
The hooter went, and you know, since when that buzzer goes, all games end.
Yes.
Hey, the game was being revved by that former MD of Cadbury. I'm Zungo of Cadbury. What is his name?
Boys,
he told me, I still have 5 minutes of my
the buzzer's gone. There's no
Our
way.
coach tried to run into the pitch. Tell that black man to go. I just got. Tell that black man. Get off the pitch.
Was he the tall guy?
Well, the Cadbury's guy.
Very racist. Tell that black man
to go. To get. Actually, they attacked us for another 5 minutes. You're just backpedaling.
Backpedaling, tackling.
And the ref at some point he looked at Hillcrest and said, I have done my best.
Guys, I have done.
Basically, the whole of Blackrock has come not to you.
Yeah, no, there's an upset. The game is not t-shirt.
Guys are shocked. I have done my best. Unless they can pass the ball to me now.
The next knock on. Game over, and he's walked off. There are not even handshakes. Us guys are celebrating like we've won Blackrock. So we are hoping, the draw to play in Nairobi school.
How do they know?
Saints. Wow. That game we said, Bora, tumepiga Hillcrest.
Our objective is, we have met our objective.
Whatever brought us here.
Tumepiga Hillcrest.
That is what we are going to announce in parade on Monday.
But that was the most important.
Parade on Monday is very important.
Alliance beat
Hillcrest. That is
it.
Patashika nini? Semantics. Kizaza nini? Yeah, walipatana katikati nini?
Tusonge kwa sababu bado tuko high school.
So tulisema tulihata semi-final on goal difference.
Waliponea.
That is our story.
And you're sticking to it.
So then you moved on.
Ukamaliza high school. So umemaliza high school. So And then too, I could have been fighting my parents. Like all African parents. They don't want you to play any sport. Focus on school. But I've still gotten an A. Could it have been a stronger A than what I got?
Talking about the 100.
Rugby.
Nataka professor kwa nyumba.
We need you to be a doctor. We need you to do med. There's no way I'm doing med.
Cutting up.
Nilikata. Walijaribu kuchange choice yangu nilisema.
So ulienda rugby club gani?
So a very interesting thing happened. I was in South B, hiding at my aunt's place in Plainsview.
In Plainsview, hiding.
I was there just after 4 results have come. So it's that period you're chilly. So I decided to go watch a game at Queens. That day, Queens were chasing US. Queens 2 were chasing USIU.
In a big breeze.
That game had a fantastic fight.
He had a fantastic fight.
Walipigana ndoza maji wa it was absolute chaos. I'm like, hey, this is club rugby. How am I going to play this thing? Now when I got on a mat to go back to South B, Mwamba had been playing in Paladu. Two were in the same mat. Somehow we just started, rugby guys know each other. I just started talking to Nyakwaka.
Hey, Quicks.
Quicks.
Hey.
In fact, when he told me he was called Quicks, in my head I thought, hey, this must be the fastest name.
The name must come from somewhere.
This guy must be quick. This guy must be a winner. There's respect there.
Imagine Quick that you're quick.
I am Quick.
So we shook at Apple. It wasn't bomb blast yet then.
Yeah, it wasn't bomb blast.
They have gone to Panda my number 11. Yeah. You can come to Mwamba. We train here at Railway.
It's close to your bus stop.
Yeah, for me it was very. By the way, that convenient location of where Mwamba was, it's very unfortunate that Railway Club is.
It is very. That is. Yeah.
You shook up at the traffic lights, walk across, get onto Railway Club. So for me it works. I only needed 20 bob to make train. 10 bob to get there. 10 bob to go back to South B.
When was the last time you paid 10 bob in a month?
Well.
So next Tuesday, I made a collab. And you know you've come out, you've checked in as Alliance captain. No one knows you.
Hey.
Don't care. So we told all you guys, all go Alliance person under the post. I'm like, oh bullshit.
Back to Form 1.
I'm Tito,
Meaning, hey.
Man of the people.
Hey. I'm the people's president.
I'm the Jewish.
Meaning,
go stand on that machine. Forwards need some weight. Yeah. Then the scrum machine.
You're back to drop kicking balls.
I'm back to drop kicking. I'm back to square one. So Kulabu guys are chopping that scrum machine, and us being the newbies, means we cannot make Mwamba 1 or 2. Tunapanda machine.
Nini kilo mnaweka?
So there I'm seeing scrum machine. This is my first time seeing guys hit a scrum machine locally. Mwamba guys, they're hitting. It's not really moving. Then some big number 8 checks in. I learned later he's called Emmanuel Okoto. Kenya is starting number 8. He's hitting the machine. Like he's hungry. And then randomly, some big brown guy appeared. Walking like this.
Fruga Maisha.
I didn't know who the hell he was. But there's a way the mood changed around that scrum.
All of a sudden.
So he gets in there. Those days there was no crouch touch. It was just a hit. When both parks are ready.
Yeah.
Chukua. So, I'm getting the Shukua part. So this guy, so the scrum has been hitting. Kimalamala.
Nothing is moving.
Big brown guy.
Let's there's something is in Broadway. I was in Alliance.
Yani watu Alliance wanaletewa hadi.
I was in Alliance.
Bana guys. Yani imagine.
Wambia 90?
90. Iko hapa kwa shati. You think I'm lying?
It's Alliance guys. Wametan 200. Hata nile kuongea sana.
Unaona
Lakini shati ni kubwa. Kwani ni kubwa hivi?
hata
Sawa?
Mambo? Safi? Jamani kabisa.
It's a better color than the brown one, but anyway, it's ugly, but it's better than the brown one that they had.
But I can see the brownness somewhere.
Ya nini?
Kabonga.
Then so
The scrum machine is not
So
moving.
the scrum machine is barely shaking. So this brother says, move. I think he moved. There was a prop called Magunga. Magunga, move. Magunga, move. Aya, shika. Aya. What's with it? Shukua. Boom! The scrum machine look at that. Who the hell is this?
Like
Anaitwa Mwangi Mude.
Ndio Mwangi.
This is the guy who was sent over against Zimbabwe. Because I remember following some rugby in 93. There was a World Cup. He was a Kenyan prop who knocked out a Zimbabwean called Mwangi Mude. So in my head, it wasn't this light skin. It was someone else.
Someone dark.
Somewhere. I'm trying to balance the light skinness with this raw power. Like I'd never seen that power in my life. Bam! The scrum machine lifted. The session changed. Gamaliza hiyo wiki, you see you're still a newbie, so no one gives a damn who you are. Went back home. Came back the following week. So I didn't even go for Mwamba's game that week. I still watched other clubs play because I wasn't named anyway. So at some point, you know, numbers in training, what was that to say? Also, you have to give everyone a run. So that following week, I don't know if it was a Tuesday session. This is a Tuesday session. For some reason, they said team 1 versus team 2. So big meka, Banga is up on sideline. They are supposed to say, who plays fullback?
Kabeba mkono.
Go in for that guy. I ran onto the pitch. And in high school, if there's one thing I'd worked on, was counter-attacking.
You knew how to...
I knew how to step. This return, he a Christian Kale. You were returning the ball. Some genius decided to kick it straight through.
Tujaribu ule mtoto huko nyuma.
Jaribu,
kuna kaniubi huko.
Kuna some skinny kid. You don't even know his name by the way. Those guys kicked me. I caught the ball. I saw the first flanker. Nyoa. Next guy. Nyoa. Then just hit the gas. Boom! Straight through the middle. Pass to the winger. He scored. Emilia Katiman. Call it. What's your name? Switch sides. Immediately I've been told to switch sides. By Thursday training, our starter and kicker, Tito.
Did you act?
Huh?
Did you act?
I think it was a guy called Robert Rombo. He was moved to wing.
Yeah, the one who's run for
the one who's run. So Rombo was moved to the wing. And then I was to start. And then some...
No.
There was another Rombo.
Yeah, Rombo.
But yes, I did play with Rombo. But yes, I did play with Rombo.
Yeah.
Later.
Kai.
Rombo, we tulikutana at some point in our lives. So I think from there, I started against Queens. I started against Queens too. And the interesting is that at that point, Mwamba was in ESS. And for the craziest reason, the starting front row for Kenya 15s was a Mwamba one. The starting locks, Quicks, and the original Pablo.
The original Pablo.
Big brother Pablo were the starting locks for Kenya under 20. Emmanuel Okonkwo was Kenya under 8. That pack was terrible. But it meant one thing. We never saw the ball. He was there. Shini. Just pick and go. Shini. Matoke na tukae. Shini. You get one odd counter attack.
Maybe one ball.
One ball, you make sure you utilize.
But you had some guys of fumbling the ball up on the center.
We had a former Pacherian, I think. What was that guy? Opot. There was Aboga's big bro, Tom Aboga. They were huge, but
Tom was 11.
hey. They just say I checked in as the most skilled back as an 18-year-old. What do you say? You're the most talented. Apo Manu is hyping here. The only guy who steps like you is Sidney Obonyo. Sidney Obonyo was bad.
Black Rose.
Yeah? The only person who can step like this is Black Rose. Black Rose. Why? So, unfortunately, that season, Impala 2 was a very terrible team at that point. They won ESS. That team was bad. They used to refuse to be promoted to Team 1.
They don't want A.
They won ESS. We were not promoted in 97. Midge, Wamanga.
There's a cabal of...
It was a cartel. Zedi Akwani. There was a cartel. So somehow they stopped us from
being promoted.
But also because I was on off. I wasn't really playing regularly in terms of going to be in Rugby, Ocha kwa Wazazi, Rugby Nairobi. So it wasn't very consistent. But now 98 when I joined Strathmore College, then it was then Strathmore College, not Strathmore.
Yeah, it was your college.
No jeans. Yeah. That official dressing. So that season I played the full season, and that's I always used to remind you. I'm the guy who got you promoted back to Kenya Cup.
So this is 98.
So I played number 97, 98. And now towards the end of 98, I get my letter for uni.
Now the university
letter.
See what's up. Letter to
I got my calling letter.
Email. So letter ya campus imekuja.
Imefika. Kwa posta. So I malized the season with Mwamba nicely. We got promoted. That season I think I scored like 140 points. I don't think anyone has broken that record. I don't think
140 points.
I don't think anyone has broken that.
Off the boot, try, Mimi.
What one you couldn't catch me?
How many points did you score for Impala in general? Like 100? No, kicks and tries combined. One season.
Yeah.
So now you get this letter.
Yeah, so I've gotten the letter. But that 2-year experience in Mwamba was very formative for me because I started getting to travel because of rugby. Nienda Nakuru 10s, nimecheza. It's the first time I ever went to Mombasa. It's the first time I went to Casablanca, and I was shocked.
Hii lazima tukunywe.
Nikomemada utafakarizo na kunywa. Nikomemada sahihi. Ni literally told sahihi.
Lazima tukunywe Casablanca.
So
Kasabi.
I'm in Kasabi. These people are talking to me. But I'm thinking, hey, they love me.
They love.
I was told they love everyone.
You're not special.
You're not special. You're not that special. So I got to experience a lot being away from home, traveling on my own, being in a team environment. And they were very good to young guys. All Mwamba guys were very good guys. Kina Mwangi, Kina Kilonzo, Kina Prit, Nyandad. They were very good to young guys. I remember driving to Kisumu on a away game. I dyed my hair gold.
And then his dad, Mshila's dad,
Dave was there. In fact, I went with Dave. I was in Dave's car. We went in cars. Like,
is it no timbers?
There was no timber. So we were all... Those generals used to... Number generals as well. They are good guys. We all went to Kisumu. Even we didn't have a hotel. I think me and some guys we swatched at Kina Quick's place. What really distributed? Like we had a big court of Kisumu guys, so we were distributing. Played against Kisumu, went Dunda. It was those tours were
very sharp way of reducing costs.
Kisumu kila mtu ushakoni
kila mtu uko.
Kwani ni hapa hapo nyalenda
tunacheza games mad, piga Kisumu. I'll even send you the photos. I still have those photos. In fact, there's a photo of, there's a Mwamba photo I posted on Twitter. The time Impala were fighting relegation. I told them, hata sisi Mwamba tuli accept relegation, tukacheza, tukarudi. India squad ilirudisha Mwamba. There's that photo on my Twitter feed. I won't call it X.
It is Twitter.
It is Twitter.
It was named Twitter. We named it.
Call it Twitter to me. So there's that photo of Mwamba. There's a Mwamba team photo on my Twitter, and that's the game. That's the game at Kisumu in '98.
So now, machine Nasa. UN.
After that, I told Mwangi, I'm going to university. And every kid's dream then was to play for Mean Machine.
That
no, Mean Machine was a brand. That was it was a call like
Kenya Sevens.
Like yes, I have gotten Mwamba promoted. I have scored all those goals. Did have that, but it's like Real Madrid wananiita.
Hey,
look, I used to beat Gishuki at Rugby. I said, you are supposed to be joining campus, yeah? Yes. You're the fresher class coming in September.
In September, yeah.
You know, a week after you join, we are going to play Himaten.
Uganda.
That was the introduction.
That was my introduction.
Hey, wait. You checked in orientation?
Sijaenda orientation. It's a week before we join.
Ulikuwa na passport ama what?
Unajua hapo ni sasa stories. Ile part ya kuchoma sasa ndio inaanza.
Ndio inaanza.
We are approaching.
Okay. Yeah. In fact,
on that note, let's just see.
Oh, let's see.
Unajua lazima you have to cool it down. Kachona masai.
So my lizard said my bye to Mwangi. We left on very good terms. I'm now joining.
That one from Mwangi.
Yeah, so Mwangi, they told me, you're the most talented. I think at some point Lavin overtook me as the most talented.
Yeah, at some point the talent was moving.
Yeah, it was a moving also. At some point it became Ravin is the one. Yeah. But Lavin, you need to know at some point I was the most talented.
Yeah. Before you
label imeshikiwa na watu wengi. Before
yeah, it's good talented.
Aren't
What's talented?
So Galacticos wamekuita.
Galacticos. Hiyo time backline ya machine haishikiki. Haishiki. Then Bio that's there, Gishuki, Kida Caleb, Jura, Kanye Gitonga. Like it was just chaos. You wanted to be there.
You wanted to be part
of
the
crowd, the machine crowd there. Riggy would conduct that crowd. No, I need to be cheered by it.
I need this.
I need this in my life.
You need to know me.
I think this is the next. This is the next step for me.
This is my throne.
Yeah. So I joined uni. Gishuki. And those days there were no mobile phones, so I don't know how Gishuki got hold of me. Somehow alituma telegram.
Kabete. Fax.
Alipiga simu kwa you call box. Those call boxes.
So ulikuwa Kabete.
So nilikuwa Lower Kabete. I was doing commerce, so I was at Lower Kabete. So Gishuki tells me, come for training. We are going for him at 10. So I fika machine training, my first training session, kicking the ball there. Some skinny lanky guy walks in slippers.
In slippers?
I kid you not. Rugby kit and slippers. He's a fresher like me. They're going crazy. What's up? I'm Tito Oduk. I'm Aoka. Sorry, John Aoka. That was my intro to Aoka Gisha.
In slippers, pat.
He came from his first machine training in slippers.
Pat.
He's from Njoro, nini. I think Nairobi body ilikuwa confused. He wasn't the posh styled up guy now. When he
didn't know English.
When he takes 50-year-old whiskeys. Hakuwa ameingia na sasa Nairobi.
Bado
alikuwa kijana mzuri sana. Kijana mzuri. So we were both named and we were told to get that East African pass. I think it was 800 bob. Hapo Nyayo House.
Okay.
800 bob.
Tukapanda kamba ya usiku. Kwenda abroad. So it was the first time I was leaving Kenya. Straight to Kampala. That was my induction to Mean Machine.
Your first machine game was in Hima.
Was in
Uganda.
In Hima, yeah, Uganda.
Hima 10s, tulifika wapi?
Tulifika finally. So we were playing against the final. We played against. It was Makerere. We played against Impis. And the ref.
In Uganda, you have to win.
Play against Impis and the ref. Lost the final. But it was a great induction to me because I saw features I'd never seen before. It was eye-opening. Then realized that there are levels to Kiburi. Like, there's a way a university student, especially then, we had no filters, no cop canal. You think you're bulletproof.
Oh, this is when you guys were calling cops feces.
Yeah, by the way, like, mbono na stop hii bus near university. Rudi usome.
Na mnasonga.
Tunasonga. There was a time we found a police block wameweka kale ka kerosene lamp and the barriers.
The barriers they told you.
Tulitoka kwa bus very politely, moved it aside. We took the lamp, put it in the bus. Na tukaenda nayo.
And the cops are looking at you.
But there was a roadblock ahead. They radioed ahead. There is a university bus coming.
They have our lamp.
They have our lamp. So you go to Tunaenda Kampala. Bado Moi ndio president. You see things you have seen in your life. You go to a disco called La Genoa, you're in culture shop. It's the first time you've ever been paid an allowance. So uko na pesa, alafu tena umeconvert. So you're like,
I have like float.
Money ain't a thing.
So your first machine experience was Hima. Was Kampala.
Was in Kampala.
What was the best? What?
You said
After Hima,
like there's nothing.
There's nothing else. You can't top. You can't stop.
Let's move on then.
So you played machine 4 years.
So I did my 4 years uni. You cannot jump that story.
So
now, the season now officially starts in 99. Now you officially, because now, when you went, basically a UON, when you went for that HEMA, because non-university students could not. But now comes Fladis, 99. Now that is my proper induction into machines. Like, you scoring tries, the crowd is mad. Wapo Impala. We go to the final against Impala. Hey! Tumeanza game smart. I mean, I played the first 3 games, because you play a game, then you play quarters and semis.
Yes, and then now...
Then for some reason, Gishu decides to bench me for the final.
He puts himself.
He puts his guy Caleb. Caleb was lightning quick, man.
So what position do you play?
So I was playing wing, but now they readjusted the team to fit in Caleb as wing. I think he had to move some guy, undroppable guy, to center. Then this fresher sits out.
So this undroppable guy was Kanye.
There are guys who miraculously appeared for the final.
All of a sudden.
By Junge. Anyway, now I'm bigger than you. Out and bigger. I'm telling you, that week training was bad. So at some point, because now you've been dropped, you're not starting. Gishuki decides, there was a defense drill team 2 guys were doing, and they were doing it against me. Already have a big chip on my shoulder. You dropped me.
You dropped me already?
Already have 4 tries. You dropped me. Then now Gishuki sees Akinaoka. At that point, Aoka was dealing machine too. So they are trying to do those 2v1, 3v1 against me. But no one is going through. I am clamping down.
You're clamping everybody.
Boom! Boom! Kabira. Horrible boot.
Wasn't it dropped?
Kiburi iko panda. Ego iko deflated. Hey. Gishuki decided, guys, let me show you how you commit a defender and pass the ball. I think Charlie Maina can tell this story better than me. Because I was inside. Charlie saw it from.
So it in 3D. 7D rather.
Gishuki tried to commit me. I think I launched from 10 meters. I was flying in the air. By the time he was catching the ball at commit me, I hit Gishuki so hard. He was winded.
That's what you get.
And this is that time machine was Gishuki. Whatever Gishuki says goes.
No, this is the...
So, first of all those senior guys, Kina Pala, Oyunga Pala, Kina what the hell? Mrembo, if he's happy in a corner, Mrembo, go Abuduna,
Umeamuka umerudi.
Gishuki told, I've never forgotten what Gishuki told me. Tito, if you want to start, you don't have to tackle me. I'll name you. Just relax.
Relax.
If you don't,
I'm going to be relaxed.
You don't have to prove anything. In the squad. No, you are trying to make me look bad. What I was trying to prove is that it's not that they were not following your instructions. It's not that I am also a good defender. I'm a good defender. I could read what they were doing now. I was clamping them down. And you're trying to show that the way sasa ndio unaweza.
When you unajua.
So I had to show you that it's not me.
It's not them.
It's not me. Them. It's me. So I think even during that,
I took it personally.
I took it personally. So at some point during that session, again, it's now Team 1 versus Team 2. Have been put out on the Team 2 side. Team 1 are run. It's a full game. They are running their moves. Shuki tries like a pass to Caleb. Pass in the intercept. Try center post on the other side.
Hey, drill.
No. It is your Thursday.
Ask
You look at him like, it's okay. I'm on the bench, but
I know what you need.
Mumeni feel. Hii wiki mumeni feel. You've known what it feels to peace be.
Tulipiga Hillcrest.
Lest you forget.
So nothing changed. Squad ilibaki hivyo.
Squad ilibaki. Cartel, machine have very strong cartel. Ilibaki hivyo.
Ungeshindia Vladi.
Wewe ngoja.
Bado
tumeifika Impala. Sato. Kick off. I think we scored a drop goal. 3-0. On the next move, Kanye is in an overlap. Caleb is unmarked. Caleb is screaming for the ball. Kanye aka decide kudani.
science.
Clear try, blown. He steps back in. Who is cross-curving for Impala? Alan Wamanga. And I think Alan also, he had launched himself from
10 meters away.
From 10 meters away. Huyo mtu shattered Kanye's collarbone.
Guys.
Boom! Ball imefly imeingia nyumba za Jamu side. Kanye for your side.
Wamanga anasimama.
Wamanga ako hapo.
This is the time he finally played for Team 1.
Gishuki anataka koni vile hivi.
Is the time Kanye now they're using Musty.
No, the Musty version now came in the next season. 2000 now creating Kanye. So Kanye creating Jesse.
I'll never be hit like that again.
He was hit again. He broke the same collarbone.
Collarbone?
Same collarbone.
Same collarbone?
Same. But I think this time it was by... he had gone to, let's just say he had gone to Nantes. He had left Machine.
Yeah.
And it was a game against Machine.
Yeah.
So you are called up. So umeingia
game bwana mechi. By then now it's a lost cause.
Wamanga has
deflated the whole team. Bwana Difao alitubebea mpira. Le General Devao. He's running like a teletab. Makanga, Net Benja, Chums is there.
He doesn't want to carry. He just want to tackle. Don't give him the ball.
And he was a very soft-spoken man from Kan. Just leave them for me. Just leave them. Tulipigwa hiyo finula. I think it was 28-0. Waliwazambaratisha. It was bad.
That was
but walinifeel. Of importance.
Walikusikia.
Walinifeel.
Highlights the machine.
So I think the next game, Kenya Cup, we play Impala again. At Impala.
Again.
Tunatuango. Tukanza come back. That game, I remember it was Aoka at 10 and I was at 12. Aoka alinimiwa kwa basi. I think Ted Okinda had forgotten his bandage. Bandage. You know, Ted, I've never played with a diva of a player like Ted Okinda. Jesus Christ. But Gishuki alikuwa kunyang'anya mpaka boots, hata tights. To give Ted Okinda.
You Ted Isabella nini?
Ati Ted amesahau hata boots. Gishuki don't have boots. Gishuki. What number these boots? 11. Letter. Anapatia Ted. Ted amesahau bandage alikuwa anafunga kwa forearm. He had a scar, so he had to funga hiyo. Unanyang'anywa strapping yako. Gishuki anatoa strapping yako. Anaenda anafunga Ted Okinda. I was like, Jesus.
Ted
was a prima donna, Jesus Christ. And now I'm big, they can't beat me.
I think running goal ya Tito mzaimi ni mkubwa.
But this story can be corroborated. And I have a lawyer. Sean Wond is my lawyer. I have a lawyer. So go through my lawyer if you want to get to me. Lakini pia ukitaka unaweza kuja to train hapo Legends pia ukifeel you want to make a point. Kuje Legends. So you give me Impala we on the comeback trail, man. And this is not a trauma story. This is like a moment where you realize hii game unaweza cheza. So tumepata ka line out smart in our 22. Aoka kaishika akaniwasha flat hapo center 12. So I'm supposed to pass it to Gishuki. Lakini nikiangalia juu hivi naona Mwenesi ameanza kudrift.
Watu washaanza kupanda.
Nikampigia. Tap! Through. Ball to Gishuki. Gishuki ran. Think he was tackled in a corner there. Ball back to Aoka. Back to B. Back to Aoka. Try. You gave him parallel point. I think it is at 26-24. It was bad. It was bad. And that was a game like we had. I think we prayed to St. Jude, the patron saint of lost causes. Because we were supposed to be beaten properly.
If Fladi was anything to go by.
If Fladi was anything to go by, this game was supposed, because it was a much weaker side. But it was supposed, unaona maneno. We can play this thing. So I'm going to realize you can mix it up with the big boys. So now you consistently play in Kenya Cup. So I played year 1. Year 2 we go to the final again against Impala. They zimmered the lights.
They zimmered the lights?
We were teremking on Impala that final. Walizima taa.
Walizima taa?
Impala, no, the floodlights went off.
They normally go off.
Yeah, somehow when Impala on the back foot, the lights went off.
So, machine played 4 years machine.
I played 4 years machine.
Any other highlights?
Yes. So finally, when I was a 4th year in machine, year 3 in machine, I went back to football. I fell out of love with rugby.
Yeah.
It's just a football.
Ukarudi ball.
2001 I played football. And I was very good. I think if I had continued that trajectory, ningechezea around this time.
Lakini ungekuwa unasumbuka sasa nini?
No, I still had scored. I still had my A's. I had my certificate.
Certificate?
So 2001 I didn't play any rugby. I think after Fladis, just like, this game sucks. I disappeared from rugby 2001, became a football player, hung out in Lower Kabete campus for the first time in my life in uni, got to know my classmates finally.
You were that high up.
The machine was up there. Now you have to come to the Hoi Polloi, the paradise. Know your classmates, the guys who've been making notes for you. Get to know their favorite colors.
Yeah, they've been sending you
get to
your
know
class attendance.
Class attendance. So I get to know my guys. And then start of fourth year, I felt very ill, very, very sick. And so by the time, at the start of the year, January, so the whole of January was so unwell. Then lost weight, couldn't eat.
What was cutting?
The marani ulcers, marani anxiety, marani. It was just a big mess. So I decided, let me give this rugby thing a try again.
Let me go back to this thing.
Let me give it a try. Because by then I had no interest in coming back to rugby.
Oh wow!
I had no interest. So in 2002 I make a call. Okay, let's give it. But you're so ill. I remember my first training session. You've been to the Lower Kabete pitch when Machine was hosting against there. By the those posts were put for me. The posts in Lower Kabete were for me.
There was no rugby.
There was no rugby.
The only rugby person was there.
I was the only rugby person.
Lower Kabete only.
And I was the lead machine kicker.
You did.
So Mr. Mbabu, I think he's doctor, put posts in Lower Kabete.
Tito Oduk is very talented.
He needs to kick.
He needs to kick, so we put for him, rather than him coming to
main campus.
What a guy he can be doing his kicks. So I was so ill. I remember first time I said, okay, let me start training. I kid you not. I ran 5 meters and fell to the ground.
What?
Collapsed. I'm out. I ran from here to...
Yeah, 5 meters,
outside. I think some of my classmates had to help me back to my room. It was bad. I lost like 10, 15 kilos.
Wait.
No, it was a comeback. 2002 was a comeback and a half.
Where?
It was from illness, then got to be able to run 1 length of the pitch, then 2, then started doing laps around that track. So by the time I'm rejoining Machine, I think Fladis played in Feb.
Yes, it was early.
Last week of Feb going into March. So I remember my first session back in Machine and easy sprints. You do this, you 4x10.
4x10.
I could not keep up. I said, come on, Tito, you're better than that. I'm like, you don't know where I'm coming from. So I just kept on trying. The strength started coming back, and obviously I stopped drinking this juice. Because anything it touches my stomach, it's fire. It's fire. So I couldn't drink.
Must be the cow dung at Alliance.
Catching up.
So I went through that period. For some reason, I got fit enough for Fladis to start.
But
my weight was back, my fitness was back. And I played very well. For some reason, I started breaking through the defense line easily. Faster, you get me the ball on a switch, I'm through. You give me the short ball, I'm through. Defensively, you can't get through. I think there's a game we played against Impala, and then I started also now kicking because now Gishuki was out. Because now Gishuki is out of this pitch. So I'm now again the first choice kicker again. So we played this game against Impala. I think it was a third and fourth playoff. So Oscar scores a try. It's 5-0 Impala. We get a ball in our around the Impala 22, boop, drop goal. It's 5-3. We go for the kickoff, and the game was almost ending. We go for the kickoff. Somehow we tapped the ball back. And I remember Victor passing the ball back. Victor Maida passing the ball back to me. I was standing in the halfway, and instinctively, boom, another drop goal from halfway. 6-5. Game ikaisha. That night I couldn't sleep. Adrenaline. But that was the day I knew, by then I have arrived as a rugby player. I'm going to become an international.
Hii game itakuwa.
Nitakuwa. And that's and now that's the year I joined Kenya. A few months later, KT called me up to Kenya.
Yes. No. Machine in so to get national team or to club.
I wanted to relate to.
So you're called up
So finally, in my 4th year of uni, I'm now called up to Kenya.
Hey.
Lakini waliangusha. By the time the test season starts, 4th year imeisha.
All the machine chicks.
I don't have an audience. Wait, my audience. I told you guys to keep the faith. Loakabete imefunga.
No, naitwa Kenya.
Ndio naitwa Kenya. I'm like, I can't get to strut around Loakabete as a Kenya international.
How did that collab come? Ilikuwa
so I wanted to carry that letter. I'll send you a copy. I still have the letter. It was our official logo, whatever KRU, letterhead. Welcome. You've been named in the provisional squad to prepare for tests against Zimbabwe, whatever. Cameroon, Zimbabwe, whatever. So I was called up. Then got my first start against Zimbabwe.
You've not had an easy life in Israel.
No. I think I've always chosen, I think that's why I'm even in sales. I always choose the difficult path.
So like, you are
unaweza kuwa tu HR ukae kwa ofisi. But no. Kuwa na targets.
Fanya kazi ngumu. You were called up, immediately called up in 2002.
Yes.
And then started versus Zimbabwe same year.
So, how did that go?
So I think first there was a trip to Cameroon. I didn't make the trip to Cameroon.
Okay. So you didn't watch porn?
So I didn't watch porn. I didn't eat bread. I didn't train in a roundabout. I didn't have to run off the pitch mid action to go for a bathroom break. I was amongst the guys who asked to stay back.
So it was
KT had a plan.
KT had a plan.
So I think, were we playing Zim immediately? No, it was 2 weeks. So no, we were playing Zim immediately. It was the following week. So guys come back from Cameroon, we resumed training. But the game against Zim was on a Sunday. It wasn't on a Saturday.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. The test match was played on Sunday. Yeah. So they just continued training hard. Obviously pissed because I was about to start, and then I had one bad session. Kenyan coaches were
one bad session, and
you had one bad session, and the trial match didn't go as planned. And I was like, but I've already put in a body of work. You can't judge me on what I did over a 10-minute. But even them, they were young, they were learning, so I can't. They're not perfect. And KT is my favorite coach of all time. I love KT. KT is my guy. So,
but KT was a young one.
Yeah.
Amazing.
And he was a very unorthodox coach.
He's an unorthodox old man.
Very, 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 very unorthodox.
Yeah, so I'll tell you about a very special session with KT, but that was super serious. That's not a it's not a mini session. It's not a Kenya session. So obviously that week there are guys around me. Don't worry. You see, you're our form center, so you're going to start. And then the guys who went to Cameroon,
they're not
equal and then in training again I dominated them. So
dominated.
So I remember that Saturday. We've had a training session. Some sevens guys have joined us. My guy Moko Jolo, Kidakado, they've all been brought in. They're straight from Manchester. Wako na pesa.
Lord.
Si tunalipwa 300 per session. Hao wametoka na they're in pounds. I think they each had like 200 or 300K in their account. It's coming straight from Commonwealth
and
2002, yeah. Oscar, so they are being integrated. So I think now that you even brought more guys, it means even my chances of starting
even slimmer.
Hey. The sevens guys are now here. Yeah. So don't worry. Guys, don't worry. Tito. Hey. KT names the team. Tito Oduk at center, 12. Kenya has never beaten Zimbabwe. I've been seeing photos of the press, the Zim team that has arrived. I'm like, hey. In fact, if there was a game, you should have asked me for.
If there's a game I didn't want to play.
Immediately you get that sinking feeling, the pit of your stomach. Right. Butterflies everywhere. So this is what you are. Si ulikuwa unataka kuchezea Kenya?
Ndio hii.
You want to be a captain international?
Ndio
hiyo. Your challenge. My childhood, I can never forget. My childhood Mojo. Yeah. Mojo's name number starting at 11. Yeah. Zay 12. Mojo took me. Kapanda bus, Kenya bus from Queens. Okay, don't worry, you are ready for this thing. Alienda, there's a Barclays branch opposite the Nakumatt ile ilichomeka hapo tao. There's a Barclays.
Downtown.
Yeah, hapo Nakumatt downtown. There's a Barclays, brother. There's an ATM there. Mitch ameenda toa pesa. Tukapanda up that street where all those Ken chicks were. Mitch alininunia half chicken, chips na madiaba, Fanta madiaba.
Memory. Fanta madiaba.
Mokojolo. So Mokojolo akona nusu yake.
Wewe uko na nusu yako.
Nusu yako. And we have a test match against Zimbabwe the next day. Men must eat. Of importance ni hata wakitupiga tupige kama tumeshiba. So Mojo, and for some reason everyone goes back home. By that time, we were very young. Kila
mtu anaenda home.
So kila mtu anaenda home. We meet on Impala on Sunday for lunch,
and then
we cross over to Queens. You know, na Zimbabwe waki-warm. And for some reason, again, you are very right. My life is very hard by the way. It's always the biggest guy in the opposition who I'm defending. Naangalia hata simu. Yani, I'm the guy you have to give the white guy.
Yeah. The big white guy.
The big white guy. Ni wangu. I think he was called Grant Ewing or something. He was a hard mzungu. Hapo tumeingia, tumeimba anthem, kick off. Nimeingia first track, Ewing slapped me. Niliona stars. My first track as an international. Star is like I ran into a concrete wall. Immediately. This game has levels. I think the next track niliingia double clutch. Hata mimi naweza rusha hiki tu. Ukirusha na rusha. The long and short of it is that's the first time Kenya ever beat Zimbabwe.
Yeah.
So you're part of the class. Let's drink to that.
Yeah. You can do a match.
Part of that squad. I was a starter in the squad that
beat Zimbabwe in the first time.
And I realized they are haters. You see, like this week, Bama Adebayo scored 83 points. By that was a big.
Yes.
Basketball.
Yes.
Yeah. Sorry, for Cabras. For Cabras.
Bam Bam.
Adebayo. This is my cousin.
Yeah.
He scored 83 points.
Yeah.
And immediately after that, you could see Kobe Bryant's fans hating. Oh, he was start padding. He was doing this.
Yes,
you try and score.
Try.
They are here. You see the guys I'm talking about.
You start padding.
You start padding. You try and score 5 points in an NBA game.
5.
Just score 5.
Not even 10. 5.
Over 4 quarters. Just score 5 points.
Now, double that is 83.
Bams was 83 points. All Kobe stands hating. In fact, he's not even a scorer. Usually, he should have been taken out when he got to 50. Well, history is very clear. Will Chamberlain, Bam Adebayo,
Kobe Bryant.
Deal with it. It won't change. Hata Wilt ilichezwa usiku.
Maybe hata nini.
So Zimbabwe were beaten on a Sunday, and Tito was part of it.
And part of the narrative from the Kenya old boys, I don't know why we hate ourselves so much. The guys who had almost beat them in '84, hey, they hated. That's not even a real Zimbabwe side.
Yeah, it's not a real.
Oh, these are not the Zimbabwe rugby standards have dropped.
We are looking for excuses.
Hey, they really rained on our parade, or rather attempted. As guys, KGL Beleka choices.
Yeah, Kachoi.
We had some vests. I don't know who was the sponsor. Some sleeveless t-shirts. The crates zilipangwa
According to height.
We told who's the tallest guy stands, and then you stack crates up until. So it's always important to have someone who's like 6'6".
Because
because if Poggy is the tallest
by
two beers each, and we have done. So immediately after our dinner, Hillcrest to the end of choices. It was a great evening.
No, since you get 15s, you highlight about 15s. You did what, 60 caps?
I wish I did.
12.
I did 12 caps.
12 caps.
But those days, you'd get two or three tests a year.
It's a Uganda.
2 or 3 tests a year. It's not like these days you can end up playing 10 in a year. But you still appreciate it. I mean, a cup is a cup. And
highlights for 15s.
My highlights for 15s is this one. Okay, highlights. Let me start with the good part. I remember there was a game here against Uganda. I think they had just beaten us the previous year, the first time. So the next year I was starting. Again, KT, you should have brought me. I would have kicked that penalty if you missed. We'd have not lost to Uganda. So the following year, they came back with the same kiburi, thinking they'd win in Nairobi, and they said, not on my watch. So I think we beat them like 28-16, I had like 20 points in that game. It was a big highlight for me. Because I remember even Benja, who we had a love-hate relationship, came to me to me, brother! The late Benja. My rela, I love Benja. Saying, brother, you have pushed ball. You push ball. Buddha kama si wewe. Umepush. Umepush diva. Benja, I felt it like I wanted to go straight to bed after that game. It was that hard. It was a hard game. So maybe that was a big highlight. The second time we beat Zim the following year.
Was you beat Zim back to back?
Back to back. And that the second one was more memorable because at that point again, now I was officially the kicker for the country. They kicked everything on site. So it was a great game. Then there's Namibia away. I've watched this show for years, and there's this game people always talk about. There's a game in Namibia that ended 65-7. That game is the greatest example of how not to handle a national team's logistics and all that. Because it was a mess from the get-go. By the time we were leaving Kenya, I think we had lost that game.
By the time you were leaving?
By the time we were leaving Kenya. Because you put us next to USIU. USIU had a club night. You let your national team go for a club night.
On a Thursday?
On a Thursday. We are flying to Zim. We are flying to Zim on Friday.
You're flying out on Friday?
On Friday morning, 6 a.m.
You on a Thursday
Thursday to Roy Sambo's Fifis.
That's a disaster.
With next pressure.
Yeah, but already they have.
Let me tell you one thing in your life. At some point in your life, a man called Leslie Mango will offer you a colorless, tasteless liquid. You will take your first sip and you will say, "He drink aishiki niongeze."
That is where you go wrong.
That is where you go wrong.
Leslie
Mango.
Leslie Mango will offer you a colorless,
You can go to hell.
tasteless drink. On a Thursday.
It's just that my mother watched this show, so the word I want to use, I can't use. So, Leslie Mango, you can go to hell.
He offered you a colorless,
clear liquid that barely had any taste. And I took my first glass, not even thought.
a glass.
You
say on a Thursday.
That is where you go wrong.
Yeah.
Because you say ongeza. Nipe ingine ndo labda.
Maybe.
And that is across the team. All I can tell you is that myself and a few teammates were carried to the airport.
Red flag number 1.
We were carried. Me, I don't remember getting to JKIA. But I remember camping at the flower beds.
Yeah.
As to what I was doing at flower beds.
At JKIA.
Yeah,
you wanted.
I was supporting Gormaya.
Yeah. You were calling Martin Sadney.
Yeah.
Moro Gwabi.
You get into a flight. It's a connecting flight to Windhoek.
You're supporting Gormaya.
Starting center. Comatose. You're basically on a drip on the plane. Friday. Give me Sato.
Friday. Bingo.
Puki, why are you rushing?
Oh, hatujafika
Windhoek.
Hey.
Umeingia kwa ndege. Ushaingia kwa ndege hangover with Mora. Ndege inazofanya hivi.
I need a bag.
Unafungiwa plastic. Leslie Mango. You can go to hell. So far, I got a window seat and Patrick Onyango. Usually, where can you alphabetical? So I got a window seat. Patrick said, Tito, let me have the window seat. I said, Nani? Tito Oduk. Nilijaribu kuangalia nje. Spinning. I said, I should have given Pato this seat. It was bad. Traffic South Africa get the connecting flights. You know, getting to Namibia, you fly over a desert. And deserts have these things called eddy currents. They're called eddy currents. Where the wind over a desert. So basically, you fly to Zimbabwe, to Windhoek. Ndege, the whole flight inafanya.
Turbulence.
Nakumbuka bado uko na. You're still.
Bado Leslie is
still working in the system.
Leslie is still reacting.
Yeah, Leslie is still new.
Cool temperatures and hot
temperatures.
Yeah.
It's all mixed, so the wind keeps, the air keeps on eddying. So the flight to Windhoek is.
Hii episode sioni kama kabla fatao.
Somehow, by the grace of God, we get to Windhoek. Go through customs. We get into a team bus. In my head, from JKIA to Hilton. Kumbe. From that Josea Kotako, whatever airport it is, to the hotel. Ni kama kwenda Naivasha. It is far on a street. That road is like straight like this. It's through a desert. It is flat.
So ninanyuki sasa.
Single lane. I'm like, kwani amtaki nifike kwa room? I'm dying. I need to sleep. Help me. I need to hydrate.
Help you.
You guys, I suffered, and I can say I learned my lesson. Namibia is hot.
Does the bus have AC?
The bus was nice. The bus was nice, but you just want to get to your room. Like, utoe vitu kwa system.
You're
just dying. You're dying. You're sweaty. You're smelly. It's a mess.
Things are just happening.
Things are just happening around.
And the game is the next day.
The game is the next day. I'm telling you. Let me just rush through this. Okay, finally you get to the room. You get your room. You do your blowout session, at least vitu
zimesweat out.
Lakini wakati yako nasema hii game can easily be my last test match for this country.
Umekuwa na a lot of
there's been cause kuna vile hata Machesco wanakucheki. Like it's just that the other guys didn't have passports. Otherwise ungedropiwa Nairobi.
Wait, ni bahati yetu kwa hapo.
But also they can't change the sport. You still have to start. You say, by the way, you go and die in there.
Yeah.
You ni shida yako. First thing, during dinner, some white mzungu, I think he's shocked that the Africans in that hotel, the black people. The guy sends me for food. They so a waiter. Please go get for me meat. I look at that grandfather.
Must have been German.
Yeah, he was a full doer. I will not talk about nowadays. I'm a captain of industry, so some of my best friends are Caucasians. So I leave it at that.
Yeah. You even play for a Caucasian club now.
The next day, the TM in his wisdom gave everyone $300. I think it was $300. The night before the game.
The night before the game.
Our hotel. There is a Mr. Price at the bottom.
Okay.
So you know what players are doing? Instead of going to bed and preparing for a test match, kila mtu ameenda shopping Mr. Price. I have a pair of jeans shorts that I bought that still fit me very well.
Does it fit you?
I think nitaivana niwatumie picha. It still exists. They still fit. Like Saturday before the game, Wangila had to drag guys.
Wangila paper out of Mr. Price.
Out of Mr. Price. Because we need to eat. No, guys haven't even eaten lunch, and we are going to play. You know, by then now fully recovered. So me, I'm saying this is now a mission to save my international career. Me are focused. No more shenanigans. I am not shopping. I am hydrating. I am eating ice cream. Meaning trying to get as much glucose into the
body,
into the system. No ice cream iko sawa. Iko sawa. Wengine wame decide kuhip plate. There was pork nini. There was ndong, there was pau. I remember wakitupiga watupige kama tumeshiba. Kwani si chakula simeletwa sini yetu. Wazito waliload. Mimi already I know niko kwa ile black book ya ice book. Kula mboga, hydrate. Tukaenda kwa study. TM in his wisdom
again
doesn't even have kick-off times.
Wangila pia kutua.
Wangila pia kutua kama sisi. Wangila ajui kick-off ni saa ngapi.
Wangila.
So we are seated in full blazers. We are seeing Namibia warming up. But there's a club game going on. Si tunajua kick-off ni 4 p.m.
After club game tuko sawa.
After club game tutaingia changing room, pole pole, to strap, tuingie pitch. To warm smart. We see Wangila running up the stairs. My guys, kick-off is in 20 minutes. You're in a blazer. By the time you get to the changing room, uvae kit, ustrapiwe.
Kick-off.
You warm up. Bana tulijaribu. Tumechange haraka nini. We're trying to Benja is there behind us. Majama tupige quick start. The guys
How did you know kick-off?
hiyo si kazi ya player. Hiyo si kazi ya player. The TM was touring with us. Or tulichezewa karata.
Ama ni karata.
Hao karata walituchezea kama ho. Yeah. So tunajaribu kupiga hiyo quick start. we're in a desert. It's hot.
Hot.
But your body is not getting your elasticity. Mwili bado unafeel ni kama ni cardboard. There's a crowd behind you. Look at this blue man. Yeah. Like, ay bwana, in South Sudan naitwa Biko Adema. Lakini Biko Adema. South Sudan. I call it blue. Look at me. I'm a light skinned Negro. Look at those blue men.
Lakini juu kapitia.
Afrika bado. Tumejaribu clicks and nothing. Anthems wamecheza 3 verses, we only know verse 1. So from verse 2 we are mumbling.
We are just mumbling. Amkeni ndugu.
Tunaingia kick off. Straight kick off. Wamepiga. I think we knocked on the kick off. Hiyo Namibia iko na that flanker was a lion tamer. Ule ana breed masimba kama
nani? This boa.
This is crazy boa. Yeah, the guy who plays Saracen. Baga. Tumeingia scrum ya kwanza. 30 seconds into the game. This. Kuamka kwa hiyo scrum. Nasikia soprano like this. Benja, I can't go on. Ndong is outside. I lost the power.
I've lost the power.
The whole plane ride, the whole bus ride, the whole warm-up, Ndong has been singing, I got the power. Ndong was saying, I lost the power.
The power is never kitu. I've lost the power.
I lost the power. But he said,
was he hooking or propping?
He was hooking.
No. The power go.
This his sub hata hajakaa hapo aanze kuchoma mahindi.
Hajaanza na kupepeta nini zake.
Hata hajasoma hii game patterns nini what's going on. This has to come in.
It's like he's starting
90 seconds into the game. Peace inside. Ndong yeye amebebwa outside. I lost the power. I lost the power. Bwana tulikarangwa. That time we've never defended an off the top line out there. Hatuko hata tunajua off the top. Bwana kina Baga were running those lines between Enos and Ben.
Enos anapitwa kwa gani?
Hey center, tackle. Bwana ni watu wenyu. Ni mtu wangu.
Unaenda kwako.
Wanapita kwenyu mna blame backs. Bwana you are being killed at forwards. Bana wamescore imefika 20 Benja shatuleta hadi hapo chini hapo. Ma guys ndio ya mwisho kutoka hapa ni sisi.
Ndi.
Kutoka ma guys ndio tayari tunaigwara. Wote. Ma guys. Ndio ile time ndio tanjetu. Finje. 60. I just got to say kick and chase parallel try nikai convert 67 wakafunga ingine 65-7 makaisa hawezi fika 70.
It will manage disaster.
Let me tell you, we tackled that guy was going to score. He was tackled by 10 Kenyans on the 82th minute. Alikuwa straight mkono hivi. Tulimpiga watu kasi 6. Game kaisha.
Tukacelebrate.
Hajafika 80. Hajafika 70. Your game. The things I saw. First of all, that's one game I played. Ilibidi nijiredeem. At least ilikuwa like a line break. But it's still a bad game for the country. When you want to know, you've run out of ideas. When your tight head prop gets the ball and kicks an up and under.
Wewe got dero.
Bwana Moi.
Barabara alipiga nini?
Up and under.
Attack is scrum up.
Up and under. Off a rack. Up and under.
Rumula.
Alikumbuka mamu. Yeah, downstairs.
Moyo alipiga nini?
Mpaka the whole crowd here. Hey! Moyo alipiga Fernanda.
Moyo Bargori.
Mpaka naangalia bench hivi nini. But that game, from that game Moyo really changed. He became a beast after that game. We made fun of him. But Moyo alijam. Moyo alirudi a very different he became the Moyo you now know.
Yes.
Hiyo time bado you are young. Alikuwa ka youngling, you still 21, 22. Alikuwa you still learning. That game was high pressure. He captain a fold. The big guys are folding up front.
Have lost power.
Who throws him? At power turning. Yeah. Power turning. Because I remember at some point. Hey, that team, that big.
Those guys are coming.
They are running at us. Bana to defense. So, see to ingize that big Lindsay guy, bana. At least that to say. At least there's a pataka go forward. Power aliingia. So I remember Pau defending on my outside. This Namibian center amechukua ball. Anakimbia there 13. I'll never forget it. Na nikakaza kwa sababu he's coming for me. I mean, between me and Pau, if you are looking, you'll choose Tito. Pau. Pau is way bigger.
Pau is tall. Niambia kanyaga.
Wongeza alipretend ananikujia.
Akataga.
Akapia. Pau akwa anamwona. Pau alikuwa defend hapo kama forward. Akiamu. Niliona viatu za Pau hapa.
Alitandikwa.
Pau aligongwa. Alitandikwa.
But alikuwa ameshinda.
But of importance.
Mbele of which was
niliona viatu za Pau hapa. Hiyo game nilikuwa naona subs wanaingia wakitoka. They was expecting to be subbed. Hakunitoa. Tito, the one guy was holding his own. Hey. Game ikaisha. Wala hata captain haizi ongelesha ref. Captain anaenda kuongelesha ref anaambia this is not seventh bwana. Kwa hiyo.
Ashamjua.
No. Like that was the attitude to others. This is not seventh. This is not seventh. And I think we had just beaten them in seventh. Yes. So they were also very pissed that we had qualified for the World Cup seventh and beaten Namibia.
Yes.
They were annoyed. So the ref was
Namibia.
Was that South African guy. What is he called? He's usually a TMO, the colored guy.
Colored guy? Anyway, that was
utamjua tu. At some point amekataa kuongea hata na captain, hata tu kuongea na Maikong. Yeah, they refused to talk to our captain. I'm only talking to that.
The captain was Benja.
The Kola was the captain. There's a time when Benja was the captain, and then there was the other game when Kola was the captain.
But when you speak to him,
we won't talk with Maikong. I won't talk about Maikong's pigmentation, but they only wanted to talk to.
If you know, you know why.
You know why the ref only wanted. Yeah.
Any highlights the Simba, the Kenya exhibits view in Simba, Kenya 15.
Kenya 15. So Namibia, you 657 was an eye opener. Then again another logistical nightmare was the trip to Morocco. It is important to read your air ticket. If flight wanga 5 minutes after midnight, people miss that flight because they think it is the next day. Maka Wangila, I don't know.
Wangila paper again.
Wangila first of all tells us, Maka bebeni ma vest, t-shirts. Mnajua huko ni Morocco. Morocco is a desert.
Kwisha.
So Timi najua na travel the next day. So nimejipanga, I'm walking around town. I'm seeing TM calling.
Chego jamani pigia.
Jamani. TM ni aje? Makai. Ile flight. Ni leo Mabuda. Mabuda ni leo.
Mabuda.
It's 4 p.m. You have to run home. Park. You're calling 25 guys. Park.
Because in your head, you're traveling the next day.
You usiku ya kesho.
Si 12:05
leo. Si 12:05 leo.
Si usiku. Si
na 12:05.
Yana joni yeye.
eventually the whole team go to the airport. Tukafika Morocco. There was a flight through. It was through Dubai.
Has to be here.
Then Morocco.
Yeah.
Long ass flight. Tukafika Morocco. Guess what? It's winter.
Kai, of course.
Na tuliambiwa tubebe vest.
Mmejeza vest.
Hauna koti, hauna sweater, hauna. But it's very important. Weather forecast. Kiza meteorological department is a very important.
Mkona vest juni desert.
We are going to a desert.
Mkona internet. Kume the winter.
You guys, we froze. There was no YouTube. There was nothing. There was no Twitter. There was no Facebook. There was nothing.
But there was Google.
Google was just coming in. Google were using for other things.
For other things, not for weather.
Google haikuwa ya weather.
Ilikuwa ya weather, ilikuwa vitu zingine, weather ingine.
Weather ingine.
So mmeingia hapo na vest.
So tumeingia hapo na vest. Bana, the whole team is about to catch pneumonia.
Pneumonia?
Yeah, pneumonia.
Pneumonia
is no laughing matter. And then these guys, the moment you're learning, hey, you guys want beer? You want beer? You want beer? Wameleta pombe. No, the Moroccans now.
The Moroccans?
They are bringing you beer. Then no, we don't want to drink. Tukuna game. And we had arrived like 4 days to the match. Diet. I've eaten boiled eggs and red cabbages for a week. So, guys, we eat rice, ugali, nyama.
Yeah,
none.
No
By the time we were playing that game, we were starving.
Why were they giving you?
Deliberate.
So they know.
See, hii game wanza kwa yao. It's Kenyans are very nice.
Kenyans is in your tour.
We treat guys too nicely. But game is supposed to start at the airport. They're supposed to be told they need visa. Wapelekwe kwa kona ingine waambie kila mtu $200. Wapigwe search nini? Who said you can come here? Who said
Ulisema ni wapi? This one. Yeah, this one. Yeah.
They sent us a photo of the hotel we were to stay in.
Yeah.
5-star hotel. Bana tulifika Casablanca. Tulipelekwa River Road. Where the action is. And then that is the first time we were being given 15s finally were given this tight fitting kit. So tunapewa kit. So unatembea nayo kwa corridor. Kumbe hii hotel is a speciality for alphabetical Frenchmen. Alphabetical Frenchmen, that's their hotel of choice. The ones who are traveling on a budget.
So you're the rainbow guys.
Alphabetical. PQRST.
You are the people who've taken up the half of the alphabet.
There is no H. Where is the H? Si tunatembea kwa corridor watu wanapinga hizi. Kumbe hizi ndio kids za 7 wave. Wametuona. Tulisumbuliwa. Hi guys. Hey, Jonalan pole. Walizungua Jonalan. Jonalan. Okay, nilisumbuliwa. Jonalan, unakumbuka vile tulisumbuliwa?
Unasema jana walikuwa na
wanaingia kwa rumia. Sijui wanatafuta sijui nini ya kiatu ya watu hapo hivi.
In French.
Hayo Sean pekee ndiye anaongea French. They want to do something that ile kitu ya kuweka ya kuvaa viatu. Like surely. Please.
No. You're a bit too happy. You're a bit too happy.
Kumbe they've changed the linear of the pitch. Kick off and tunajua game iko Casablanca.
Kumbe
iko Mohamedia. Naivasha.
Another tena kwa basi.
Tukafika kwa pitch.
Morocco
washawacha. Pitch wame reduce by 5 meters each side. My guys, leo ni chikonde, kila mtu anapima shamba yake. It is D. And mnacheza kwa grid. None of the 23 in the Morocco team wa locals. Wote wameletwa na ndege kutoka France.
Wote France, Spain huko.
Walitupiga.
Walitupiga.
Alafu wako na water boy. I don't know. He was the size of that wrestler called Big Daddy. Alikuwa anaingia what injury yote. It was taking 5 minutes
For him to
get to the person. But at some point refa aliboeka na yasema toeni
jamaa.
He made sure that game had no continuity.
Ikisimama mnasimama.
Then suddenly after the game, guess what? There's a lot of rice, there's a lot of meat, there's carbs. Carbs to the things we were craving. Everything was there. They fed us.
So they knew what they were doing.
They knew exactly what they were doing.
Basically, thanks for coming.
Yeah, thanks for coming. So tumerudi Kenya. We are playing Tunisia in Nairobi the next week. Tunisia washapiga masimu. Can the game be played in quarters? Can the game nini? Tulisema. I can't use that word here. But let me tell you, what Tunisia saw here.
In Nairobi.
Tuliwatolea hiyo hasira yote. And we beat them. First of all, we made sure Hila was their liaison. We made sure Hila wamepeleka FP.
Very nice.
Friday.
Sema, tell her you're a good man.
Hila peleka watu F2.
Shida tu ile shule nienda bata kwa sawa.
Hila alipeleka Tunisia yote F2.
F2 kwanza wadunde kwanza wachanganyikiwe.
Bana tuna and you see both teams are camping in Kasa. Tunaangalia watu wa Tunisia asubuhi. They look hangover, they are tired like. Mutajua hii ni Nairobi, it is high altitude. Mtatafuta hewa na tochi hivi. Tulipika Tunisia hapa.
Tito.
Yes.
Unajua bado tuko na club 3 so tunalid
so hapa kwa Simba kwa sisi tutamaliza, si ndio?
For now.
Turudi tumetoka machine tunaingia
Queen.
Kwa nini kurudi bwana?
Kwanza mimi nataka kuuliza hiyo mwamba ikwende juu we don't care about money anymore.
Na babake ni mtu wa mwamba. Mimi nashangaga hivi jamaa hiyo ngeaje.
Ni baba yangu.
Ni baba yao.
Nobody should cut you. Yeah. Wewe Impala ilikuwa tu hapo juu. Ulicheza nao you had a lot of history against it. Why did you go to Queens instead of Impala?
First of all, I think one of the things we communize before this show is why I didn't appear in the sevens. This choice of going to Queens cost me a sevens, at least a tryout. I'm not saying I would have started.
They never called you up? No.
I was about to be called up, but the choice of club.
The coach of
niliaxiwa.
Niliaxiwa na nani?
By IRB.
Impala Rugby business.
Yeah. Because I'd had a very good intervarsities. My last tournament for machine was intervarsities, and whatever the Kenya Sevens were looking for, I had done it in Dar es Salaam. So hata nilikuwa nishapigiwa masimu nini you are on the radar, you are about to be ready. Alafu nation ika announce Tito Oduk joins Kenya Ale Queen.
Why?
You know, I didn't feel Impala was a good fit for me.
What do you mean?
I was young then.
We were moving like.
But naturally, you would have expected to go back to Mwamba.
Yeah.
No. You see, at that point also my profile has gone up. You want to? You're now also chasing a Kenya Cup, eh?
Oh yeah, you're chasing.
You're chasing rings.
Yeah.
You know, yes, I had, as much as I'd love to go back to Mwamba.
But unajua huko siwezi.
Huko for now my chances of winning a Kenya Cup
quite slim.
It's quite slim. And I started playing in teams where the park was constantly being crashed like.
No, you want forward ball.
I wanted big forwards who dominate. So I'm like, let me for once be the guy laughing at the opposition as a forward. Let me know what it feels to play behind a big park. Na pia unajua hiyo ni harakati pia. You're looking for a job. So I felt like ikiingia Queens, I've just finished uni. Utapata kazi nini, there were a number of big shots nini. So I felt Queens would have, because the other option was Nondis. It was either Queens or Nondis, but Nondis was already full of machine guys. Akishuki were already there, so
you didn't want to go to where.
so I didn't want to go in again and start fighting against your former machine guys. So I said, let me go to Queens. And I'd played with Kakame the previous season. So we had already formed a good 10-12. And I really enjoyed it. My first season in Queens, I really enjoyed it. We finally won that Kenya Cup, won Enterprise. Second season was also
So
quite
you didn't
good.
take time even breaking into Queens.
No, I went Queens straight.
Immediately.
Starting. I was the incumbent Kenya number 12. Why am I? Why am I on the bench?
Sorry.
I'm just saying
Sorry.
that this episode, I'm saying again, this episode, watu wa Kabras na Mwamba, mia, incumbents, nini.
I was the incumbent Kenya number 12.
So you just walked into the...
Yeah, and we have the incumbent Kenya number 10. So it's the 10-12 that's... Why are you breaking it up?
Oh. So that's why you went to Queens.
So, NKG was also my coach at Kenya. So there was a bit of lobbying. I almost joined KCB, but it didn't work. But I would have been miserable.
Miserable gani. Maybe endele kwa missing club.
2003.
Missing nut in the club.
Nut. You're nut.
Yeah. Yeah, so
Queens was...
it was a business decision.
Business decision.
How many championships did you win Queens when you joined them? Because it was a dominant.
First year already kuna Kenya Cup.
I won the one. Kenya Cup ukishashinda moja, you are a Kenya Cup winner for life. So there's nothing like I've won 10 Kenya Cups. We are Kenya Cup winners. Okay, it would have been good to win more, but at that point also rugby had started changing.
Professionalism or
A bit of professionalism, a bit of soccer was checking in.
some flair.
A bit of soccer iko na cheating mingi na nini, and other powers were starting to rise. So it was no longer that dominance of Queens, Impala, nini.
More he left.
The other KCB was now starting to rise.
Bilbirinji went to KCB.
Yeah.
Impala helped.
Yeah.
Community clubs started suffering. I think at that point, that's the point where
That's where money started getting...
money started checking in, and community clubs started suffering. But also the old rugby culture started dying, where after a game you'd have a drink with guys. I remember playing a game against Nondis at Queens. They won. I remember Kanye telling all of them, let's go away. There was not even a clap up.
They went back to showground.
They all went back showground from Queens. Sharp Kanye told him, let's go. I think we didn't even shake hands, and I'm wondering, what the hell is happening to this game?
Kanye just a sore loser.
They had won.
They had won.
Yeah, they had beaten. They had beaten.
The mamas are waiting for them.
It had no story to do, mamas. There was just. I mean, a clap out takes.
Yeah, it's a bare minimum.
You have a drink.
But you played what? 4 years in Queens.
I played about five
years.
seasons. Yeah.
Any highlights?
Yeah, obviously the Kenya Cup, the sevens. We won a couple of seven circuits. Continued playing for Kenya. But there's a way when I say I play for Queens, and I say this, knowing that some of my best friends are Queens Damu. Joel is my very good friend. Kipto is my very good friend. Sudi is my very, very good friend. But it was a business decision, so there was no passion. There's a way when I put on these black shirts.
It's hard.
There's a way I play for Mwamba that there's an emotion I get that I didn't get a Queens. So. But
there's also something you said about Queens. That's what you said. Tito tukona nini? Nikona blueprint already usanipatia. There's something you said about Ham. You played Queens. You went to Queens because of Ham. Yes.
Yeah, no, Ham is a wonderful human being. Ham on Sunday.
And then
I didn't go because of him, but he took me under his wing. He gave me my first job.
Yes.
He ensured even because before I got a job, my deal with Queens was there was an allowance I was to be paid every month, and it's Ham who always made sure that 10K I got it at the end of every month.
Yeah. And then Ham moved on.
Then Ham moved on, and I was in as Ham's guy, and all the wolves chose a soft target. So everything started going. So you find, even at the national team, you're being bogged down. And it's your guys at club. It's your coach, it's your teammates.
Things became different.
Things became very different.
It's like pushing you out.
So you feel a bit pushed out. You feel like, even now, when you're a lot of, and you also have to take responsibility. As a player, you have to stay fit, you have to stay conditioned. So at some point also, some complacency checked in, and I wasn't training as hard, but I also wasn't as bad as...
It's not a...
Yeah, I wasn't that bad. I still could hold my own. And you could feel it. You can't... Okay, sir, I can't start. So then, why can't I play in the second? Because the second team has its guys. So weekend after weekend, you're not playing rugby.
You're just somewhere.
You're just somewhere in the crowd. You're just there. Then, so I had to make another executive decision. Said, I need to play rugby. And then also, I got injured. I badly injured my right knee. I only went for one physio session.
Yeah.
One. Then all the generals scattered for the hill. Don't worry, nowadays I can sort out all my bills.
So after one physio session, everybody...
Nothing. So actually, till to date, my right quad is still a bit smaller than the left. Because of that injury and because of the treatment you got, I didn't get to get it sorted out properly. So I made a call. I'm going. So one day I was at veranda.
Everything starting Tao.
Yeah.
A Kenchik.
And then all these bomber guys walked to Kilalavin, Paul, Jijo.
Veranda was their clubhouse.
Veranda was their clubhouse. I was just there on my own, nursing my depression and everything. I'm like, this rugby is shitty. Yeah. And I was sitting on a table on my own. And all of them just came to my table. And then they just start buying drinks and we are having a good time.
Then we are happy.
We are happy. Yeah. And I'm like, I'm not even their teammates. Yet, these guys are... They have
felt you.
They have felt me, but there's a way people treat you with respect. There's a camaraderie and there's a respect to have a drink, and this is the core of Mwamba. I think
and I still call Mwamba home.
Yeah, I think and also like anytime I was walking through Tao, somehow I'd meet Rombo very many times after Queen's training. In the evening, he's leaving Shankadas, and you are also, as guys have sugared from Queen's, whatever, the Ngong Road match. You need to come back to Mwamba. Rombo talks. So I made a business decision. No, now I made a from the heart.
That's a heart decision.
Let me go back to Mwamba. At least let me play rugby. So I went back to Mwamba. Started playing again. Regained fitness, regained form.
Are you still center now, or are you now?
I'm still at center, and I got back to top form. Like, to be honest,
playing 12.
I was playing 12, and I go back to a form where there was no 12 who could match me in the country. But
all of us,
I was already blackballed, so I knew there's no way you're getting back to that team.
So let's just do club.
Let's just play club rugby. And as fate would have it, who meets in the final of Ladies?
2008. Final.
Queen's Mwamba.
Kenya Harlequin.
Kenya Harlequin Mwamba.
Who's your center?
So I think I was up against Alan Onyango.
Yes,
Alan and I think it was Alan. Had Patrice.
Patrice no.
No, Patrice was.
Bado. 2-8 maybe
it must have been Alan and Pato, the brothers.
Yeah. Brothers. Yes.
The brothers were there. And then who else? Sudi was there. Namkos was there.
Makaka was
there.
Yes.
Like that final was it was a very stacked final.
So you and Tol?
So center Mwamba, it was me and Tol against
the Onyangos.
Against the Onyangos. Yeah. Then Kolos on our wing against Sudi.
Then Lavin was 10.
Lavin was 10.
Orasi was 11.
Busto was the other week. Oh yeah, and by the way, that was the first time I was playing with them. Of the team that got to the final, it was only Lavin and I who had played together.
Oh. At 15.
At 15 and in the tournament.
Yes.
For some reason, Lavin had played.
So that was the first time.
So, during that final, it's the first time now I'm playing with Toll, I'm playing with Kolo, I'm playing with Horace. So, you do not know how we each other play.
15 was Steve. Okay.
15 was Steve Okeo.
Steve Okeo. Yeah, it was Steve.
It was a very stacked battle.
Hey.
So the game was hot. The abuse I was getting from the Queen's side.
But they are the corners.
Tito, you're an IDP. That's the time we after posting IDP, all sorts of unprintable. It's okay.
You win.
So at some point, that game it was a very tight game. Big and big. We kept on exchanging the lead. Then we get a penalty. 78th minute. The scores are tight. It's 15-50.
Yeah.
Right where those Queens loudmouths.
Where they stand, where they
where those fat loudmouths. I remember Queens infringing. Ref motioning a penalty immediately, and I could hear the crowd. Oh, you guys have just cost us the final. I wouldn't say the players. I wouldn't say the players. They deserve very close.
But they knew.
You have cost us the game. So the penalty is very close to the tie. It was very close to the tie. Kolo and Tola have already figured. Guara.
Go ahead.
They already the motion. I've grabbed the ball from there. We are going for pause. Pause. We are going for pause. Sawa, Shika.
From the wooden post.
And then they go back.
So they go back there. You guys accuse a kick. They film and I've made my call, but I just go back. So I'm lining up. See the pause. I can hear the feedback. All of a sudden they are quiet. I played for them, so they know. They know the mood I'm in. So they're all quiet. All of a sudden the IDP chants have stopped, and my big head chants have stopped, and all that crap.
Hey, hi Bobby.
Bobby is special. Cabin crew. So I take my steps. I look at them. How many months? Hey, you guys can be quiet. Then I just launched the ball. Boom! And I didn't look again at them. I turned and faced the crowd. So I tell you, you're the ones who give me the report. Whether they kick it in or I've missed it. I'm not looking. I've kicked it. Boom! Steph launches this and then.
You're the ones who are going to tell me.
So it's them. I could hear from the Mamba crowd. I knew it was over.
Heads have gone down.
They've got.
We can.
Yeah, now that's a drinkable.
That's a drinkable part.
Man, they were pissed. They were pissed. And I'm trotting back. LeBron trots back. Boom! In your face is bitch. Sorry, I can't say that word. You'll have to censor it.
Now there's no censoring on this show. It's a fucking family show.
Yeah.
So I said, in your face is witches. And immediately they kicked off. I think they got a line out and knocked it on and game over. It was a great. I felt so good.
Mamba wins
floodlights.
Then let's move on.
We move on to Kenya Cup. We meet them twice. We beat them home and away.
Most famously, Kasarani. Studio.
There were a couple at Queens. Then the Kasarani By Kasarani we were friends again. By Kasarani tulikuwa tumekuwa mabuda. I'd already even moved to flank. Yeah. So I was already a back row. But it was still a great victory.
So, tumekuwa buda, time may come, it's time to make another executive decision.
Yes.
Where did you go? And why?
He decided to retire.
Okay, yes.
I retired after winning Enterprise with Mwamba.
He's retired a lot of times.
This is the time you beat him.
Now, we beat them a lot to a few, and then we beat.
Ile koloni alikuwa chana center kina maji.
Ile Ombachi.
Ile
Ombachi 2012.
It was a lot. I stopped counting. I stopped counting. It was 2013. We stopped counting.
So you retired. And then, why did you retire first? What was the...
I just gotten married. I thought it was time. People are supposed to sit at home with their wives.
This is now...
And raise their children.
Sulu has come.
Sulu has been born. Sulu is... she was yet to turn 1.
Yeah, it was...
She was about 8 months old. By the time we were winning that Enterprise...
Yes.
It was April, yeah. Sulu is born in August.
It's family time.
Maybe I just had a very expensive wedding.
You behave like
expensive
wedding. You behave like Moses.
Yeah, wedding. Then kazi pia ilikuwa inaleta kizungumkuti. So you have to take care of your people.
And then Mvunguni was too much.
Mvunguni was a bit too much, so I had to inama. So I made a decision to retire. But then you realize that this is the one thing that keeps you sane.
This is your mental...
This is your mental health. This is where you can lash out and no one is really judging you. You're amongst your people, whether they are Queens, Mwamba, whatever. You're amongst your rugby. At the end of we are one.
Your men.
We may have our small differences over small trophies, but at the end of we are rugby men.
You're with your men and
you're with your men, and so I realized I needed that kind of support.
So then you said, aha.
So I said, let me come back. So initially there was no comeback. But my younger brother had just finished high school. He had been called to UON.
Yeah.
My brother John.
This John.
John. I don't think he knows. I think I've told him this story. Maybe he knows it, maybe he doesn't.
But
atajua. So I needed him to get a scholarship in Stratford. So it had to be a very tough call. Their siblings were happy when they are the sole well-to-do sibling. But to me, I saw that as a big problem.
Yeah.
See, I can't be the one who is always taking care of Fade, taking care of Made with my sister and Nini.
And then there's not this young man.
And then now these guys again, I'll have to take care of this one. I'll have to keep on chipping in here. Or when something needs to be done, you're the guy who's paying 90% of it. So I had to invest in my younger brother. So the reason I coached in Stratford was to make sure my younger brother gets a scholarship in Stratford.
And John did. John did. Yes,
yeah.
Yes, John. And to you as well.
Yeah.
John did get a scholarship.
So initially I wasn't coaching Stratford. I'd come from work. I'd go to the Strath grounds. I was working with him. It was a one-on-one session.
You are there.
You don't get his scholarship. You're not going to UON, you find a BA, econ. You join Strath. And the only way for you to join Strath is to upskill.
Yes.
So I had to take my time. This is how you catch a high ball. This is how you run the ball back as a winger. So I had to do one-on-one. So as I'm doing one-on-ones with him, other Strath back 3 started joining me. Because you can't do it. They start joining my sessions. And it's my guy and me choose the coach. Suppose you can't do it. Now, instead of working on this guy, you only join two this idea.
You coached DJ Schwartz?
No, I don't. Okay, maybe.
I heard of such a name, yeah.
Hey, you're telling me those are Kina Jinton.
Yeah.
Kina CP.
Yes.
Yeah, so Tony Onyango. The late
same set.
Yeah. So it was not a decision that you're leaving Mwamba. It was more of a family It was a big call I had to
It was a big brother call.
and it really cost me a lot. Yeah, like I really got big words for that.
Hey,
Yeah? No, my Mwamba guys. Like, why are you coaching Strat? Why aren't you coaching Mwamba? You've gone to New Zealand, you've done this.
Bas, you mentioned that is what
So I was like, it wasn't a thing to do to spite Mwamba. It was just,
It was your family.
it was to make sure this Negro gets a scholarship. And once he got it and he settled, I went back to Mwamba.
Now, you mentioned you are a blues guy.
You're a blues guy.
But then you had a stint at the
enemy.
It was an opportunity.
Opportunity came.
You are most talented.
Yeah.
But it was the most random application.
How did that come by?
It was one day the former Mwamba chairman. I don't know why they call themselves presidents nowadays or whatever.
No, don't worry. We are waiting for you to become a president also.
So it was. Alva sent me a link to New Zealand and said, "Go apply to this thing." And it was just something. Send your CV, some few general knowledge questions, which I found simple. But again, I was in Alliance. I found it very simple.
Yeah,
But apparently, very senior coaches, I won't name them, had applied at the same time as me.
with no general knowledge.
Apparently, maybe they failed because they were not called in. They missed out. Maybe a random club player.
A random guy just having fun.
We were just having fun. Within a week, I'd gotten a confirmation. Yes, you've been admitted to the international high performance whatever. So
They paid for everything.
no. I had to raise money.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
But at that point, you had retired from playing.
at that point, I'd retired, but I was coaching. Remember,
Yes.
I just come off the 7th
Yes.
circuit as a Mwamba coach.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that was now 2011.
Yes.
And,
You done
so
your papers for coaching or
it was
So their club.
it's a club. I think we had done a few level 1 sessions. I'd not really done level 2. So it was just a thing of just apply.
So all of a sudden, you went to Christchurch.
All of a sudden, I'm in Christchurch. I'm like,
How was
with Robe? Scotty.
Scott is a good man.
Eh?
Scott is a good guy.
But not a good coach.
He's a bit limited in terms of his exposure to other cultures.
Yeah.
But he's a good coach.
How was that
It was-
experience?
The experience was great. I wish I'd done the similar course maybe in Auckland or Wellington that is a bit more mixed.
Because this was white.
Because this was 99% Caucasian area. And I felt like they did not treat non-Caucasians very well. And I talked to them, the non-Caucasian players, and you could tell
It's not home.
it's not home. For me, I was that Negro, that well-spoken Negro who... So they would talk to me like...
You're the, what's it called? That,
There's a bridge.
not the bridge. There's a thing.
Like, for me, they were very comfortable talking to me about what they thought about the brown guys.
Yeah.
And then the
Little
brown
did
guys
they
were
know
very
that
comfortable.
I'm an anarchist. You don't start telling me you don't like people who look like me. You are reinforcing exactly what
Exactly what I meant.
what I thought about you guys. So I could feel it. So I talked to a guy like Jordan Taufua. I talked even to Robbie Freund. Our people. Yeah, you see the people. Robbie Freund was a flyer.
Yeah.
They said, but the problem is that at a high level, people my color
Don't play flyer.
don't play flyer.
What
Monga is the first one. They are the less.
Carlos is there.
No, Carlos is in the north. I'm talking about the South Island. The South Island. Monga is the first goal. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Wow.
And surprisingly by Reza.
Hey.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so they
At some point they had a quota,
yeah.
an unofficial quota. They would only have this number of brown guys in the Crusader team.
There's that thing about at the brown guys have this.
Okay, wait. What was black children? What experience? What was the experience?
The experience was
In terms of
it's like doing an MBA in rugby.
In MBA.
An MBA, yeah.
Eh.
So like I do rugby from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m.
Wow.
every day for 3 months.
Yes.
You were there for 3 months.
Yeah, every day,
So what
every day.
happened?
Every
What about
single
your ball
day.
and everything? What?
So I had to take unpaid leave.
That's worth it.
It's worth it
worth it.
because the experience can never be taken away
Yeah.
from
How
me.
did you
Money
survive?
comes and
How
goes.
do you survive?
It was a bit tough, but
You need sustenance.
Unafaa kula.
no, but Sipado niko hapa. Do I look like I'm struggling?
You struggle.
But then,
It happens.
Then I struggled a bit, and I also had Sulu was on her way because Sulu was born a few months after I came back from New Zealand. But all in all, it was a very great experience in terms of rugby-wise, working on your rugby IQ, understanding the game, understanding patterns, understanding cultures, understanding what it takes to be an All Black, what it takes to.
let you go for 3 months.
I was with her,
Or you she
and I wasn't married yet. She was my girlfriend, yes.
Fiance.
But she came with me for 1 month.
Fiance.
Yeah, but because of flight issues, she had to come back before she hit the 3rd trimester. So she left me
Oh
there.
yeah.
can't travel.
Yeah, so she.
Wewe unajua aje?
Because I am.
Kuna mimba. Kuna mimba.
So she had to come back. She only spent 1 month and then came back.
Oh, wow, okay.
Oh nice. Aya. So that this is when after you left New Zealand is when you came back to play Strathmore.
Yes.
Sindio?
Yes.
So John, we already know why. Now highlights kwa turudi nyuma kidogo. Your highlights from Mwamba. You as a senior player.
As a senior player,
Eh.
when I made a call to switch from center to back row, it wasn't because of speed or. I was bored.
You wanted a new challenge.
I wanted a new challenge, and then I realized these forwards get to touch the ball very many times in the game. Because I was like, at center, you'll give me 1 or 2, 3 short balls or switches
I
here,
have to wait for you guys.
but I have to wait for you to do your thing. So I said, let me go to the source.
Let me go to the well.
So it was more about getting more. Let me play
Go
where
to the well.
because
Somebody
in rugby,
go to
many
the
breakdown forwards are involved
Eh.
when backs are resting. So I said, let me switch over. And so I started playing in the back row. And surprisingly, I became very good at it. At some point, even the guys being named for the Zimbas, I could look at them and say, you know I'm better than you. At this point.
Did a 12 an extra back.
Yeah, also, yeah, because it came with the size and also because already you've been a back, your thinking is 2-3 steps ahead of a normal forward. I'm not saying forwards are dumb, but you could read the game a bit better than them, yet you are strong and as quick as them. So I felt like I always had that advantage, even on the breakdown. So you become a turnover specialist, you become. At some point when Tank was coaching, he said, Tito, you're a very tempting prospect. I was like, my time there is done, but just use your combes and your BRTs. It's okay.
Any other highlights of the club? Because there's a question I want to ask you about transitioning from player to coach. And how that was.
Oh, my. You see the point is that I'll walk out of here and remember 1 million things. But one thing I remember as a club playing during that back row era in Mwamba, there's a game in Nakuru that ended 18-18. That game in Mwamba, we talk about it today. Because walitupiga. Oh, they read
This is Nakuru in Suguta.
This is Nakuru in Suguta, Kenya Cup defending
Suguta
champion.
is Suguta.
Suguta is a bad place
Yes.
to visit. Like after 2-3 racks, the pitch is now ni vumbi. Ni vumbi. They had been unbeaten there.
Yes.
So we check in as Kulabu, tuko na move. So I'm looking at the back row. On the other side, it is Okombe, Buyachi, and Madu. starting.
Yes.
Then on my side, Paul was late for that game. So I have to start with the Louis and Watts. So I'm the only guy who is over 100 kilos. Louis is 45.
Louis the best is
Louis the best is 45 kilos.
45.
Watts is 30.
Another 30 kg.
The first ball Buyachi picked, I don't like how he hit my flanker.
Pa.
Man, that man launched them. He tossed them. Ria, Ria, Ria. Said, this is going to be a long day. Every scrum down, hobby.
Unaita hobby.
Giles is killing us in the scrum, but like I think that's why I ended up becoming a good 8th man, because that ball has to come out quick. When you put it
now,
by the time they launch that shot, we just
wapigane huko pale.
So mimi na get the ball, I make sure hata mimi najua kurusha hii kitu. Boom. They start making their subs. So when you think your life is just about to get good,
you look up.
They bring in chair. So like it creases.
The pressure is creasing.
The pressure creases. I don't know how we came back in that game and got it to 18-15. No, they were leading
18-15, yes.
18-15. Then we get a last-minute penalty. Hii na ikiku, you guys. Hii tulieni. Hii ni yangu. Boom! It went over. We tied the game. Game ikaisha. The most interesting part of this game is that only 2 Mwamba subs came in. 2 forward subs came in. Only Toll and Morgan came in.
Morgan Muinde.
And Morgan neutralized Giles.
Morgan
is a scrummager and a half. Like when Giles was killing a proper fat boy who just loves scrum. He neutralized Giles for us. From there, the scrum dominance was over. But what happened in this game is that these other 6 guys who were supposed to come in were asked to warm up. Toll came in, Morgan came in. These are the
6 guys now, yeah.
6 guys. I think Okwaro came in. No, Horace came in. Horace came in for Okwaro. The other 5 guys were told to warm up. No other cool pitches. They walked past the cricket. That looks like Mada. They went there to warm up. They came back after the final whistle.
This is during the game.
Mumambia warm up mungie.
They went away,
warmed up. Warmed in that esto. Where the boundary is. They warmed up for 25 minutes. They never came back. They came after the final whistle. We asked them, my guys, kwani imefanyika?
Nini imefanya?
The guys told us, hata ingekuwa wewe, if you saw from where we were what was happening inside the pitch, you would not have come in. Ilikuwa mbaya.
Then mungeona kitu kutoona.
In the game, you're not seeing. We were seeing it from outside. It was murder. Tulienda huko bwana, of importance is life. Munaweza nitukana but I'm alive. You can't tukana dead person.
Because napenda huko ndani.
It's just a game.
Now transitioning to coaching.
Yeah.
How was it? So your first coaching gig was Mwamba.
Yes.
How was that? Did you go immediate?
It was crazy because it was just one of those 7 sessions. I think it was 2010 one. We were preparing for the 7th circuit. I was just there in training. And then I think Rombo was supposed to be the 7th coach. Then that's the time I think he was appointed to Kenya or something. For some reason, Rombo could not coach Mwamba during the 20 days. So Rombo just comes, we guys are training, but now with your duty, international duties, you cannot be the coach. He says, yeah, it's okay. Tito is here.
Yeah.
as he always does.
Wait, that is how you are.
That's how I ended up coaching with the 7. So I'm like, and again, I say, some of us love pain. So we don't like being seen as witches. So okay, if you think I'm up for it,
I can do it.
let me do it. So I coached them to the victories circuit. Coached them again. They did a repeat, 2010, 2011. I think 2011 I had gotten my proper footing as a coach, so they did it even in better style than 2010. And then that's when I went to New Zealand for my coaching course. I came back. Played again.
Yeah.
So again, it was confusing. And this New Zealand thing, I think, should have happened now.
Not then.
Not then. Now is when I should have been going to New Zealand for that coaching course.
Why? Because that was too early.
It was too early. I was too young. I still hadn't decided, as they say in New Zealand, what side of the line I wanted to be in. Do you want to be on the pitch?
Because you played.
Because even in New Zealand, I ended up playing
played,
for Lincoln University. That has Scott Barrett, Finn Russell. Those are some of the alumni. Oh, guys.
I went to Alliance.
By the way, that thing.
Scott Barrett.
Kuna shida ya kuna already Tito ni mjaluo already.
Na kuna shida ya achievement.
Labda ni
Alliance na Lincoln.
Sasa tuingie.
So yeah.
So
by the way, if you want to know how good Finn, let me just give. If you want to know how good Finn Russell is, that he only played half the season.
In Lincoln,
and he was the MVP for that season.
Half
for the league, for the Christchurch League. Yeah, he only played half the season and went back to Scotland, but he was the MVP at the end of the season. That's how good Finn Russell is.
Anyway, Tito, now, Strath, you came. You told us why you came back to why you coach Strath.
Yes.
How do you now come back to play?
So once my brother was
already
established, is done. He's had his first season, second season, he's playing well. So I decided to go back to Mwamba. I said, let me have one last season, Kenya Cup. So I went back to Mwamba, and obviously, relationships are complicated. So it's about it, and it's how I felt about how they handled even the New Zealand situation and whatnot. So, because again, I was jobless. That New Zealand thing, it cost me a lot, and there was what one party was supposed to do and what the other party. So we both didn't meet each other's expectations. So there was a bit of bad blood. So I came back to Mwamba. I said I want to play one last season. So obviously they were looking at me as a bombastic side eye. So I started training again. Got fit. You're the best. Not being named game 1, not being named Kenya Cup game 2. Or rather, the coach would name me, but the exec had an alternative view. This guy.
So you are a political.
So it was a political issue, which was sorted out. Conveniently, when the Cabras were coming to town. All of a sudden, green light. The exec has sat and said, Iko sawa.
Tito ko sawa.
Let us move on. Tito can play. So that's how I came back as a player. And that game against Cabras at Railways was crazy. Because it ended 2020.
Yeah, it
was a draw.
Oh, yeah.
And given my fitness levels then, given it was my first game, I talked to the coach and said, okay, so I'll play 50 minutes or so, and you sub me.
Kidogo?
50 minutes. I'm looking at the bench, the coach.
Nobody's looking at you.
The coach is whistling. All of a sudden he's tying his laces. I'm like, anytime I turn to look at the bench,
nobody.
All of a sudden they need to look at a file.
All of a sudden there's something.
They need to talk to someone in the crowd. After the game, I was like, what the hell? I guess you kill me. Already, I'm a vet by virtue of my age. Yeah. You can't be giving me such minutes. And it's my first game. We had agreed on playing 50 minutes. You put me through 80 plus minutes. Say the best.
You just mentioned something. You're a vet. And right now you're playing for a certain...
Atujengea wana Strathmore bado.
Ala?
Atujengea bado Strathmore. That's why we are going to Strathmore bado.
Strathmore. Wacha nikuchomea kidogo pia. Kuna watu walikuja wakasema Tito walikuangalia hivi kwa touchline. Mimi naanza tu kutoka mbali. Walikuangalia hivi kwa touchline.
Hivi ndio mtu anaongea nini udaku.
Udaku ya isho.
Yeah.
Ya isho. Ilikuwa kwa isho. Mtu alisema aliangalia juu akaona Tito amejipap. Akatwangwa bao. Tito aliuza. Is this true? Wacha bwana,
Watu get distracted.
Hapana, ngoja kwanza.
No, I know the exact situation you're talking about. Don't have a photographic memory. It was a pick and go.
Yes.
It was 1 meter from the try line.
Yeah.
It was a prop or something. There was no way.
You stopped him.
The moment, if it was 5 yards, it would have been a tackle. But 2 centimeters from the try line.
But marauding.
So let's go back now to go back to Stratford.
And the person saying that, let them talk about now when they met me in Mwamba KCB a year later. What happened at Strathmore when we beat KCB.
Ile Andrew alipiga simu kutoka Scotland.
Ask them what I did. All of a sudden they couldn't pick it. Strath was, as I said, that was a family decision.
But playing,
in fact, that game I wasn't supposed to play. I was there as a coach. But unfortunately, Omosh has his, unfortunately has his epilepsy. So he got hit in the
yes.
So we couldn't get a guy from Nairobi. The game is in Nakuru. Yeah. So I was the only guy who had some semblance of it. So I had to get a boots from some Impala guy gave me boots. Yeah. I had to get kit and I said I'm not going to play unless there's an injury or something. I wasn't supposed to come.
I'm not going to play this game.
Yeah, I'm just here to make sure we are 23. Yeah. But the intention was never to play.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, a guy got injured like with 15 minutes to go. Yeah. So I had to come in.
Yeah. Strap up.
I had to strap up and play. But I wasn't ready. I wasn't much fit. Even when you look at how they hit me, I don't even look like how I look now. Yeah.
So it was fat.
But you pushed.
I pushed. But I feel if I had known I was playing and I had trained as a player, the result would have stayed as it was.
So you started playing for Strath after that semi?
Yes.
Sindio?
Yes.
Before that semi, you weren't even at me.
I wasn't interested in playing. So after that, I said, since you guys are trying to throw me on the pitch, I may as well train
and play.
So that's when I started playing.
Highlights from that time you were playing for Strath.
Did you play a Kenya Cup semi-final or something?
You played semi?
Yeah.
You played
Enterprise. We played a number of big games.
That's how
our team was solid.
Yeah,
it was a solid team, but yeah, they're my guys, but it's not more.
And then now you decided to retire now, chapter 2, chapter 3.
No, so after that I went back to Mwamba.
Yes.
I said now I'll retire. So I said to play the 2016 season, then retire at the end of that season.
So
and that's what I did.
You were 38.
So I retired at 38, yeah.
Jeez.
So after 20 seasons.
Any major, apart from your knee?
Apart from twisting my knee, I don't consider stitches injuries. Twisting a knee.
Yeah, the stitches is not injury. Tito, you're also the last coach to coach a winning Super Series side, a proper Super Series.
Yes, the real Super Series.
And you also played and won Super Series.
Yes.
Hii ingine hii ya juzi hiyo si Super Series.
Hiyo Super Series. So why hasn't it been played again?
Hiyo ni kitu ingine.
Papa ama?
Yeye ndio alikuwa coach wa
Kifaru. So Kifaru, I think that is one of the moments I realized I can actually coach. Because at times, as a coach, you can also get an armchair ride. When you have players like Tol, Lavid, Horace, it's very easy to say you are a good coach.
Kumbe, you just have good players.
Kumbe, you just have good players. And all you did was give them structure to work. So it was a contrast from what I'd worked with Mwamba Sevens to coach Kifaru.
Yes.
And Kifaru was just a random call from Eddie Omondi. He said, Tito, there's a team called Kifaru. No,
it's a campus side.
It's a university side. We don't have a coach for it. We want you to work with TC. And that was it. And as I said, at that point I wasn't working, so any money for buying diapers,
Ndani.
So I said, okay, I'll coach them. We'll give you an honorarium, 10K every week. So I said, in my mind, I can say, quickly, 40K. 40K can cover a lot in my family budget. Yeah. So I agreed to coach. Then I went for my first session at machine, and I looked at that bunch warming up, and I said, this is the most hopeless bunch of rugby players I've ever seen in my life. I'm looking at again.
So that was Blood, Strathmore, Machine.
And then unfortunately, it's Blood, Strathmore, Machine. Strath, because of Kenya Cup, they were focusing on winning Kenya Cup.
Yes.
So so Strath players were withdrawn from the squad.
Yeah.
So they were not Strath guys. So they're already the strongest university. I cannot pick Jinton, I cannot pick
Akina CP,
Akina
Tony,
whatever. I can't pick them.
So
Strath said we are cotton-wooling these guys for.
Rocky.
So I'm seeing Rocky, I'm seeing Dan Otieno, I'm seeing Probox. Probox can't even run trailer into trailer. And fitters.
Probox atajana naimeza. Bro.
So I'm like, if I first training session, I'm just holding my head. I'm like, okay, I need 40K for Sulu.
The main goal is main thing.
The main honorarium.
Honorarium.
Hapa
hakuna kitu, wacha tunifanye
hakuna watu. But also there's something in the back of your mind that tells you, okay, now then challenge yourself. If you feel they're not that good, then show us that at least munaweza perform at least. Hata kama mnashindwa, put an at least performance. And luckily also we got a very good sponsor. What was that insurance company?
UAP.
So UAP was also a very good sponsor. They are literally embedded with the team. So I started coaching them. I think because I come from a long line of teachers. My grandpa was a teacher, my mom is a teacher. It comes naturally.
Yeah, you're a teacher naturally.
I'm a teacher genetically. And I find even at work, I'm generally a coach, mentor, teaching type of person. So I just started working with them. They okay, we are unfit. Let's have a damage limitation game plan. Hata tukishindwa tutashindwa sana sana. What to feel. And let's just start working. The few things I was doing in Christ. Let's cover our basics first. But I realized all these guys needed was just a bit of confidence. And the more I was talking to them, the more I could feel
they're buying into
it. They're listening. Even things, as a coach, at times you can talk about abstract things, and then you find your guys are executing. Then we have a friendly forward session against Strath. So I already had coached the Strath forwards, and now I've worked on the Kifaru forwards for a few sessions. So this is how we are going to scrummage, this is how we are going to do this. And they are taking on these Strath forwards.
Who've learned these things for the longest time.
Yeah, who've learned it. Suddenly they are pushing them. They are catching their line out. The mole is working. Because Strath here had very clever guys. The way that you're teaching guys who are very clever. They don't know you've been to New Zealand. You've been with Macron. They're like, are you questioning me? I have been at the apex of this game. You are learning at
you're at
the best.
You're at level 10.
At best, you're the best rugby player in your village.
At best.
I've
gone to.
But anyway, it's also the folly of youth. They think they know everything. So, from that session, I saw there was a bit of belief. And then we traveled to Kakamega, and please do not tell that story. I know you. You like banning. And I realized
that's
one of the things I needed to do with the team was have a designated superstar. And in the bus to Kakamega, apparently, because we were with the Papa, the KCB, whatever,
the KCB,
they had been talking a lot of trash in the bus to my guys. And they came in another van. And by the time they were getting to the hotel and I was
already lined up.
How did you travel, whatnot, as we are doing our blowouts and all that, they told me how the Papa guys had been told, Nini tropea finje. So, on that hurdle, I told them, okay, guys, this team, this is how we are going to operate. I am the superstar in this team. Let all the attention come to me.
Yeah.
You guys just
I'll take all the pressure.
I'm going to take all the pressure. You guys are simply going to play. And if you notice during that whole series, I was talking constantly. In fact, sometimes the cameraman would forget you're supposed to be recording a rugby game. The camera is recording what the Kifar coach is saying, the trash I'm talking. Like the first game I'm trash talking, Kolago had to go take a cigarette behind some banana.
We drew. Either we drew.
No, you beat us on the last play. It was
5 points.
It was 8-5.
8-5.
It was 8-5 and you scored on the last play.
Bufa uko.
Yeah. Top Dog had a defensive lapse and what was it? This winger, what was he called?
Umuka.
No. The Muluya Mugumu.
Papa man
the Papa guy.
Muluya Mugumu. Na sio Umuka.
No. Omuka was on the other wing. There was the other winger. No, he played sevens for Kenya for the longest time. No.
Na sio Wanyama winger. Wa Papa 20.
And sevens he'd play wing or forward.
Na si Bufa.
Bush.
Isweke.
So Bush, yes.
Isweke.
So Bush scored on that last play. And the game ended. The game ended 8-5.
Yes, 8-5.
And I told them during my press, and it's there. I'm not. This is not.
It's not hyperbole.
It's not hyperbole. You can. Sorry, Cabras guys. This is not hyperbole. You can go watch those interviews. They're still there on Facebook or whatever.
And then
I said it that we are going to meet these guys in the final, and we are going to beat them.
And then the next game was in Machakos.
The next game was in Nakuru. We beat the Ugandan franchise.
And then Machakos
we
beat Nakuru franchise.
The Nakuru franchise that had
giants.
I have to talk about those coaches. I have to talk about Papa and Makalama. Because in Nakuru, once we qualified for the semis,
it was
now we were to meet them because we were second in our pool.
Yeah, because it was Papa versus we were playing the Cheetahs guys, the Long Road guys.
Yes.
The new guys were playing
the Nakuru, whatever, Kakamega.
The
franchise that had the biggest forwards in the world.
Yeah.
And I remember in that hotel, which hotel was it in Nakuru?
It was
that fancy hotel in Nakuru.
Legacy.
One of the flags.
No, it was Legacy.
No, it's one of the flags.
America.
It was America. It was Legacy.
No, Alikumbuka.
It was Legacy.
So I remember meeting Papa and Makalama, and they were looking very smug because they both are props, both are forward coaches, and they knew they are going to decimate my scrum in the semis, and then their backs are going to do the rest. And I was asking them for tips. So I told you, it's illegal for two of you to be coaching together.
It is illegal.
It is illegal. Your Papa, you're the foremost scrum guy in this country. You have the foremost Ugandan scrum expert. Why are you two in the same franchise?
But UNTC as well.
It's also illegal. The backs.
No, but for me, the riders had played as a forward, and for Kifaru, I was more before. I was handling the forwards. TC would work with the backs, and then I work on the overall game plan. So I talked to them, but it was a trap I'd set. I'm saying it publicly, it was a trap. I know you are going to try and bash my forwards. So in your head, you're going to think you're going to try and avoid your big guys.
Yes.
So meeting them in Machakos, first line out, we matched them 20 meters on a mole and scored. The scrum, we've bebered them. Papa, we've turned over their scrum. By the time they realize that we are
confused,
that we are taking them on their strengths, because they're saying, guys, they'll try and go wide, quick cracks. No. Guys, where you think you're strong,
that is where we want to
this is where we want to meet you. After that game, I was greeting them. Now I had the smug look on my face. I got you. Checkmate, niggas. So we get to the final. The final, obviously, it's my Mwamba guys who are in the Papa. And I remember driving into Queens. RFUA, and then I meet Salah, and I tell Salah, you know, in life, at times, a silver medal is not a bad thing. It's not a very bad thing.
In life.
And looking at your complexion, silver. It looks good on you. So congratulations on being number 2.
You told him that.
I told him that before. I told him an hour to kick off.
He lost that game there.
He lost it there. By the time we were checking into that final, the only thing we asked ourselves is, by how much
Bengapi
are we winning this? And it's the first final that has a shutout. It was 18 minutes. Yeah. The Papa did not score a single point.
After final whistle, everybody retired Tito. Tito alikuwa retired, I've retired coaching. Roki amesema retired from rugby, Elimukawisi.
Pau got all my players. Everybody retired. It is not so much the player, it's what you tell them. You don't expect to achieve. If you expect that you to achieve the same now.
Kanyaga toss.
And Kanyaga toss.
No.
It's how I trained them. It's not so much their ability. Yeah.
Tito, now you are. Now
I'm almost 50 now.
Hey.
2 more years.
35.
Yes, and then you are calling me. I'm saying, now I'm approaching 50. I'm fitter than I was when you told me.
Any chance we'll see Tito in touchlines, or what are you doing?
Definitely I'll come back. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
What are you doing now?
Right now, we have this team of our ball legends. That's the main focus for now. I find it to be a good place for. Men don't have many places where they can talk. They can talk, and you can tell them your problems. And then you realize your problems are not as bad. Your person is not as bad as you thought she was. And
you go back and hug her.
You go back and say, hey, I'm not so bad off. What the other guys are going through. Let me just maintain what I'm doing. I'm not doing too poor. So, and so far the concept from what it was originally, it was a team that met at an airport and tried to play rugby, to the movement it's become now. I'm enjoying it, but I still feel I need to go back to Mwamba and do some
career-wise. What are you up to?
Career-wise, I've been in real estate since 2008. Yeah. I've worked at Tattoo City, Acorn Group, Knight Frank is where I started off in real estate. Yeah. And currently I'm at Haas Consult.
Very nice. You said you're going back to Mwamba. You want to go back to Mwamba as head coach? Or something, somewhere?
I'll do something that improves the play.
Now, Tito, I'd want to assume...
I feel like that was a...
Yeah, I'd want to assume that you've retired from active rugby, not legends rugby. People you want to thank for your career?
Oh, yeah. Or just mention. Yeah. That have shaped you.
Man, you know, as I played rugby in 93, so it's a bit long.
93 to 2020...
33 years for gigs. Simple math.
Hapana, retire.
Bado anacheza. 5 years. You are 5 years old.
I'd have to move systematically. So
yeah.
I think the first place to start is within family.
Yeah.
So obviously my mom, who
you already said mom, yeah.
Mom was my first coach. Yeah. Obviously, my late mzee, who encouraged me to play fullback, he used to call fullback Shika Shingo.
Shika Shingo?
So my late dad obviously played a big part. Obviously, my spouse, Makeda, supported me a lot. My kids.
When you spoke in Konasulu, say you kona Sasha Feinberg.
Kona Luanda Feinberg.
Sasha Feinberg Mgomezulu. Very nice.
At 4 years old, we're already working on him catching high balls. So he's enjoying rugby. He always harasses me every Saturday. So you have to thank your immediate family. My high school coaches obviously had a big part to play. I think Mr. Kamau, Mr. Ndirangu. My first captain was Kibash, Imani, Kitonyo. There was Arnold Hero, obviously I have to. That's one guy who taught me a lot of rugby. So I'm grateful to him. My guy Francis Mwema. He taught me a lot, especially on now the leadership aspect and managing a team. Yeah, so high school, those are the guys I'd like to thank. And obviously my teammates, Kina Samidi.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good playing with them. Then obviously through club, Mwangi Mude was a big influence. Pretty and that big influence. Dave Mishila, Emmanuel Okoth, who is the first guy to me. Yeah, no, you're stepping even better than Sido. So, yeah,
Than Sido.
Through Machine, the guys who mentored me, the guy Gishuki and Co. Obviously, Charlie Maina, Caleb, my pod in Machine, Jura, Caleb, Lewy. They really helped me come through. My guy Sean, obviously. Then get to the national team. My first proper rugby coach, KT. I have to thank him. I've thanked Tio, really worked on my skills. I'm grateful to him. Did a great job. Then as I move on,
Queens, Kakame,
Kakame, obviously, Zambia had a great time playing with him. It was one season at Queens and we won everything. So it was great playing with him. Harmon Sando, so great guy, really took care of me at Queens. Don't think I've been anything for the others.
Perhaps your brother, because you know, first you took place.
No, I was moving through Queens. Queens. Yeah, Papa really took care of me. Abimana was
What's going on?
What's going on? Always ensure that
that's a real game of Basha.
Yeah. Papa really took good care of me. Joel, Kipto, myself. We are Papa's children. Yeah. So then now I think it's now back to obviously my guy Mitch Ochola. My guy for the longest time. Jason Braganza, he's a good friend for the longest time.
Mwindi.
Then my Mwamba guys, Kinatol, Lavin, Jijo, Ores, Kolo Injera. Those are the guys who I can say have had a big impact. And Sydney Obonyo, I can't forget Black Rose.
The Black Rose.
The Black Rose, my guy.
Was always,
and I think finally, if I don't mention Rombo,
He'll catch a feeling.
He'll catch a feeling.
He'll catch a feeling.
So obviously, Rombo is a guy who took good care of me and he has always inspired me. Let him know, please edit this part. I don't want him to hear this, but Rombo is a very good person. He's very generous, very kind. And he knows how to handle young people. So,
speaking of young people, a word of advice to a young rugby player who's looking up to Tito.
Or wants to get where you are.
What? You know, immediately in this life when you set out, to be honest, I didn't ever set out to be a role model to anyone. But all I can tell you, yes, you will make your mistakes. But always pick something as a young person. Pick something, be good at it. Both within rugby and outside of it. So that within rugby, choose your position, whatever it is, and be the best at it, and give it 100%. Because your shelf life as a sportsman is very short. When you're doing it, and some of the things I regret even as an international, and looking at how hard I have to train as a
Stone Cold ameingia.
How hard what kind of work I put in as a legend. I always joke alongside my team is that if we trained this way when we were younger, we would have turned pro, not only international, we would have turned pro. So use that window. Ujana Moshi thing, it's not a joke. Even Foggy, when he was starting this thing, he was a young guy and he was writing articles, and I tell him this thing needs to become a TV show.
Then do you make up?
Zai to make up a TV show. So use that time judiciously and give it your all, because you never know with sports. At times you may get injured and never get the chance to be on the pitch. I thank God I've been able to play over 30 seasons of rugby without anything major, and I still can play another till I'm 60.
Really?
Yeah. So give it your all. Do not be entitled. No one owes you anything in this world. Do not sit there thinking because you're brilliant, because you're talented, the world owes you anything. The world doesn't owe you shit. You'll have to find your way. And some of us have had to find out. We've had to go through it. We are talented sportsmen. We are good in class.
Yeah.
But we still had to grind to get to where we are. What you are seeing now is more of highlights. If I showed you the whole package to get me to where I am, you would be like, I ain't going through that shit. So don't focus too much on the highlight packages of people and see the end product. Ask them, what was your journey through it? Some obviously will have it easy, but just put your head down.
Yeah,
and,
Joseph Karaoke.
And you will get to whichever level you aspire to. You will get to travel, you will get to meet interesting people, and you will get to grow both as a person and professionally.
Tito, 5 best players to play with. It was a club now since you've done proper club reunion.
The five best players I've ever played with.
Ile ukiangalia hapo kando unajua today.
Okay.
Safe.
Tunaenda kuua.
For the 5 best players. So, you know, again, it's a very subjective thing because I've played through 4 or 5 generations of rugby.
Okay, this is your test. There's no.
So it's very hard, but from my initial iteration as a rugby player, I think I'd go Mwangi and Manu, Okot. Then I'd go Gishuki at uni level. In single pound, we were playing as a boy. I told you, we can go pound for pound, but he was a great mentor. So, then I'd go Sami Kakame. Ubonyo, Sydney. Then obviously now my guys I played with, Sudi, Tol, Lavin. Actually, when I'm asked who I can choose between Lavin and Sami,
you usually agree.
I'm like, don't put me in that. Don't make me choose. But I choose. I can't. I can't.
So no Samidi?
I started a club, so if I go back to high school, definitely Samidi, Kena, Iro. Arnold Hero. Emmanuel Kitonyo, Kani Donga, obviously, in high school. A club, maybe, not too much. Then Kolo. But if I'm to name an absolute top 5 players I've ever played with, who are the best, it would be Tol, Lavin, Kolo, Sami, and Namkos.
Against. Ile ukiangalia juu.
Punished you.
Ukiangalia juu
unajua it's going to be a long day.
Oh, it's going to be a long day. Oh man, center is hard. The center is Sudi. Kolago could be difficult to play against. Well, you see, first of all, he's 5'1", and he's like a drum of oil. So even just getting to something to hold was hard. So playing against him was hard. Which other center was hard to play against? Or even back row, since I back row.
The Okombes and the old.
Okombe, Buyati, those guys would bring it. I'm trying to see who else I'm playing against. That Nakuru back row that had Enos, Benways was a horrible back. How can I forget Shimenga? That's the worst person.
She was terrible.
Yes, Edwin Shimenga. And in my life, he has never tackled me, but you still know he's quivering. You can feel an evil wind around you.
You can feel the breath.
There's something happening. You even have to adjust your running line. hizo switch uitishi mingi sana when Shin is the flanker. So yeah.
Haya. Hii ni swali ya nini? Start 1, bench 1, drop 1. You start at center at 12. Alan Wamanga,
Zia center.
Alan Nyango, sio Wamanga. Wamanga ni back row. Alan Nyango
Kwa full back.
Sadat. Yourself.
Start 1, bench 1.
Start 1, bench 1, drop 1. At center.
Okay, where am I? Si unitoe.
Hapo ndio mali utamu iko.
No, definitely I'm starting.
Yeah?
I'm starting.
Who's who's on the bench?
Benching Alan because he's more versatile.
So Sadat and
The bench. Akaipavi. Because if Sadat is not starting, I'm not bringing him off the bench.
yeah. At back row. Ongoro?
Which one?
Ongoro si huyu.
Ngoro mgani?
Ongoro original.
Ngoro tena kwa center.
Tony Ongoro is a center.
Tony.
Alikuwa 12.
Sasa hapo hii basi haya.
Fanya Okombe, Shimenga,
Alafu na yeye.
Okombe, Shimenga and yourself. Start 1, bench 1,
Drop 1.
Okay, after I've dropped myself. I'm starting Shin, benching Okombe. But because Okombe didn't play to his full potential. I know what Shin can do. Okombe was still... And Okombe can cover more. So I'd bench him by virtue of him covering 6, 7, 8.
Fullback. So you're not even playing?
I don't know. With those two...
Center na nini?
Alikuwa fullback.
Fullback.
Fullback rahisi. Na challenge.
Basi yeye challenge
fullback. So Wamanga, Tio, Wamanga, not Tio, AB, AB and yourself. Start 1, bench 1, drop 1.
Ni fullback.
Acha tufanye time yake.
Wamanga, AB and myself.
Yeah.
I'm dropping AB.
So he's starting.
Me.
Wamanga bench.
I'm benching Wamanga because he can cover the entire back.
Sawa.
Swali zako.
Top 5 nonsense?
Yeah.
Nishakuuliza kwa gani?
Funniest thing you've had. From one was the teammate. Ile teammate alisema kitu kusema wow.
It's too much.
Where?
My guys, I was thinking 70 anyway.
Hey! I think on this I have more from refs than let me start with refs.
Yeah.
That I can remember off the top of my head. There are 2 instances. One, I think we were playing Nakuru away and Humphrey was coming back in from injury.
Yeah.
So he was playing for Mwamba 2 and those guys were playing in Manyore. And Humphrey just picked the ball. I think the ball went dead. Humphrey picked it. Akagwara 22. Akakimbia akafunga. And Nakuru guys went mad. It was meant to be a 22 drop off. This guy just tapped and went and scored. So they're like, ref. And ref is Humphrey Kayangi of IRB. He knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing.
Who do you have to
Humphrey?
Bow.
I'm a
Jason.
He's a try student. We want to give him.
Who do you have to I love you.
And I think the second one involved myself. So the game we beat KCB in Strasbourg. So this is the ref. He had come from, I think he had ref Heineken Cup or something. I'm Zungu ref one. So at that point it's 2016, I'm a vet. So obviously my duty is also to help the ref like an offside he can't see. I'll point it.
I'll tell him what to do.
So during the game I kept on yapping. At some point he stopped the game and came to me. I've had enough of you. I have ref bigger guys than you at Heineken Cup. stop it. I know what I'm doing. Tell him, I'm in your head now. So at some point in the second half, Meso hit me a bit high. It wasn't that high. But I made sure I stayed on the ground. He was yellow carded. Toka in there. After the game, now this is a report I got from the refs. So when he went back to where refs discussed how they had bogged down the game and forward passes they missed and whatnot, whatever conclave.
Whatever,
No, they have
conclave,
that never has white smoke. So the guy starts describing his experience to fellow refs. Says, today I've left this game, this Mwamba KCB game. And there was this guy who just kept on talking and doing this and he's saying this. And then all the refs stand and look at him and say, oh, you met Tito.
That is Tito.
Oh, good. Well, finally, you finally met Tito. You're now a full ref.
Then you can wear.
Now we consider you a fellow ref.
From a fan, from the stands.
From fans, some of those things they say are unprintable. But being around
the one that made you laugh.
Which one that made me laugh? I think my problem is that as a kicker, you shut out things because people talk too much trash out there. What does a fan ever say it?
As you think about it, an opponent.
There's always this call of Wamekosana. it irritates. Like you knock on
later,
you're trying to tell your teammate, man, we need to be doing this, and then a guy yapping, and even in training, I consider when you're training opposite, Louis Kisia with his Domo baggy, wamekosana. Ndio yetu sana ni sahihi. Basi yete. Yo mzee nimekosana na so wamekosana is a
Tito ni player very serious. Ana vitu
ajuangi kuseparate nini laughter na ako serious hapo. Unajua games zimeanza na
game ikianza
tukianza hisho niliwaambia itakuwa the longest one.
Ni ukweli.
Tulianza saa 6 nikwambia itakuwa kwenda betri. Na betri nazo zimetumika.
But anyway, kabla usiongee sana kwa sababu this show is live.
Yeah, imetumika. Betri imetumika Tito. Asante sana for coming full circle. Sasikia. Naenda kwa betri.
Tito.
Yeah.
HSBC 2. Coming to Kenya. Top feeling.
Ameulizwa venye na feel
HSBC 2 or just having a tournament here in Kenya because Hong Kong has no team. We can also host. Yeah, instead of Safari Sevens we have a whole tournament here.
I really enjoyed it, man. It was a very well-run tournament. Very well organized. And how you judge a tournament is how easy it was to get in, get out, how clean or dirty the washrooms were. That's my judgment of a tournament. And I found everything done there, minimum 9 out of 10. Getting in and out was 10 out of 10. The washrooms are clean. There were no crazy incidences. There were no security issues. But the guys who organized that, you guys did a fantastic job, man.
Cheers, man.
Wala tukuachilie uende Mwamba. Tunaenda kuna South Coast. Mimi naenda
na Tito Ishaanza.
Safi kwisha. Cheers. Tumeruka nje.
Enough of them, I shout up the mouth. Enough of them, I say.